range. Obviously, kings are in trouble here, but honestly, in this spot, like,
Okay, so we're still at it over here. Let's see if we can get another table up as well.
I'm scared to do it.
So why are you scared?
Because I don't want to lose.
That's fair.
No, you should still be betting here. You don't have to bet pot, but you should still be betting.
But you play tournaments fairly often. Most tournaments end with you losing. Not to be harsh, but that's just how it goes. And for me too, right? Like, I don't win every tournament I play. I don't win almost all of them. At some point, we're gonna lose. And
what is this?
You know,
50,000 for a buck?
But we're just trying to make as many chips as we can along the way and make the right decisions.
I'm gonna jump into this one.
So, I don't like this flop either. I saw a bunch of people in chat like, always an ace. Oh no, not like this.
Bounty,
But your
Hunter,
range overall,
8 max, something like that.
You've got ace king, you've got ace queen, you've got ace jack.
110 is going to be the price.
Range. I would probably
play poker today.
I could see checking
it's a
actually
$50
like
buy.
You know, some checking, some betting. But the thing about if I'm betting here, I'm not thinking I'm trying to rep that ace and make him fold. I'm just thinking overall, my entire range wants to bet here. And if he has a hand like Jack 10 or Pocket 8 and wants to call, that's great. So I think a lot of people here would pick a really big bet size because they're like, I have an ace and I'm going to scare him off.
I'm disagreeing.
Your opponent's not going to fold a hand like ace deuce.
Yeah.
They're not folding. They're just going to call. So if I'm not going to make him fold top pair, I'm really just... It's not about bluffing him with this hand. It's that, do I think this hand is worth an actual value bet right now? Yeah, maybe. I mean, if he has the pocket 8s or the 6-5, seems fine. I mean, my entire betting strategy on this board is going to be very small overall.
All right, so we are listening to 888 Poker. I don't know if I caught it. Might have been at the tail end of the last stream.
If I did, I was probably
if I did, then I do apologize.
So,
but here it is again.
Is a standard size that people bet
888
almost exclusively
Poker
don't know
TV.
what to bet.
All right, so it's a training session with.
It's a size that I think one of the first bet sizes.
Training session with.
In relation to the size of the pot.
Nice hand, nice hand.
Half pot is standard. That's what people always say. When you have ace king or aces.
We'll get into this one again. That's awesome.
You need to bet so big. You can still bet a small.
888 Poker with Lime Ricky and.
If you bet 1,000 and Villain 4 folds pocket 9s, you won the pot, but
I missed more value by
Lime Ricky and Aaron Barone.
Exactly.
So Aaron Barone is out of Vancouver. Lime Ricky is out of.
This exact hand. It is not going to work. So it's either a value bet
or out of Calgary.
Not just about winning.
Or is out of Costa Rica via Calgary. She's leaving there, leaving for Costa Rica today. She's packing up.
A little over half. I think this falls right
rolling up her chips and whatnot.
You're just like, man, I don't like this flop. I'm gonna bet big and hope they.
All right, so let's give an update, a rundown. This is 15. I'm 15 out of 78.
Stupid, because if he's got an ace, he's not going to fold.
Yeah.
And I've just given him.
And 63 make the money. So we're just trying to make the money on this one. Over here, I'm 28 out of 56. We're right on the bubble.
It's not the first flop you'll ever see with kings where there's an ace in it. It won't be the last. And you just have to have again.
What do we have over here? This is 48 make the money. And then on this last one here, we're on position raise jam. But so we need 2 overcards.
Open-ended. So the right river card could definitely.
None of that. So we'll just rebuy one more time. Just trying to get our money in. We'll rebuy into that one. That's the last one. We're like 3 bullets in 4 minutes.
Queens here and
3 hands. Or sorry, 2 hands, 2 bullets in.
Yeah, the classic Hold'em setup flop, isn't it? Where you've got the overpair, you think.
So I guess I didn't miss too much of that.
Also, there's draws on this board, everything.
Thingy.
Yeah, you block some, you block with the Queen of Diamonds, but this is it. Yeah,
Diamonds, you're just supposed to get your money in here. It's just one of those horrible setups.
Yeah, and this is one of those times I think that, you know, you go back
All
and
right.
look at your hand history.
Yes, we're going to have 2 sessions today. Oh, as it turns out, we're on the bubble on this one as well. Oops. Let's get this one.
You're supposed to go broke here. That's it. We'll have a nice representation of 8-8. poker players out here. King 7 versus Ace Queen.
This is just a fold, right?
There's a queen.
Not that it matters. I'm 14 out of 78, 63 make the money. So it's the bubble is coming up here.
Running spades and
And then this one over here, I'm 24th out of 55, 48 make the money.
unbelievable, and Solitaire is out.
How much money will you have left
I have-
in tips during the World Series of Poker this time? It does not
I have-
include. Oh wait, we're all in.
Oh, all in. Ace 7 versus King 10.
I have 2 buy-ins into this tournament.
Oh, an ace of the river? No.
I have
And
2 buy-ins,
Ray
3 total buy-ins into this one.
has the most chips he's ever
Alright, so it's
had
kind of
in his
a rough
heads
day
back.
on this.
Nick and I have pointed out many
And I'm in 3 bullets on this one.
genuinely try to get
So we're
these
gonna have to
right.
do some
Put a lot of work into that.
some fandangling,
So,
I guess.
genuinely try to get it right. So I was trying to think of like, okay. I wouldn't
Kamat
answer it by the way,
sus.
But I try to think, okay, like, okay.
Cash clown. Let's see what we got over here.
Dropping into a monster here.
Yeah.
Ed's gonna check again.
Oh, look at Ed. Just,
Ed
I love Ed.
And then over here, we're just gonna have to jam this, right? This is the way that it is.
Can't win, period.
Yeah, I can't. But he's gonna bluff.
I mean, everyone's on the same thing, but this guy's got such a huge bounty that we want. We want it.
Yes, he is.
And he's already all in, all in. So
Something
it's just
a little bit tilted.
there's the ace.
This is kind of
Just avoid a.
having the mental fortitude that when you go
All of
from
that.
9 to 1 chip leader,
So that kind of makes up a little bit there. 106 is the
Obviously, I'm delighted.
bounty on this.
Heads up for a lot of money, but there's this horrible creeping doubt starting to come in to the back of my head, thinking if I lose this, I'm going to cry myself to sleep. So Rod's got 2 pair, and Ed is
open-ended.
open-ended. So the right river card could definitely end.
All right, so that kind of worked out. Let's come back over here.
That is the right river card.
We're just getting moved.
Yep, this is trouble. 2 pair versus a straight. And not just any straight. It's got the 10 and the 7.
Yeah, I don't. It's very hard for Rod to get opens. Obviously, it's very obvious that there's.
Okay, so we're
There's a 4-line straight and there's a
71
flush, but
here.
Still, I'm not sure Rod can fold here. If he calls, it's over.
It's heads up. What a rod does he call with
We're not
2
folding
pair?
here.
He does make the call,
Right,
and
if
it's
it
over.
comes to this, we're not folding.
Okay. King guy is doing the job. One more card to come.
All right, we're just kind of looking around. We got a lot of shit happening here. So much happening all at once. 14 out of 71. We're just putting pressure on these guys. Again, not folding to this. 27 out of 51. 3 away from money on this one. So we're right close to that. And this one over here, I took out 2 guys on this last one. You can see we're at 106. That's 1 buy-in, right? So we got 2 more to go, and we only have like a couple minutes left. We got 6, 7, 8 minutes. This is a hyper, so it's just jam, jam, jam over and over and over again. That's the point. Yeah, so let's come over to this one because I should be able to download this.
Then we can party. Okay, Jax. Okay. Gonna play bigger. This is good.
Edit
Is great.
the title,
Whoa, let's go. I won. Limp
save.
raise.
We're going to get out of the way of this one because of Stan here, but outside of that, download. Friday. Go get some tickets. Go over to 888 Poker and try and get yourself some free tickets. They're awesome. I've won a shit ton of tickets from these guys, and then I turned those tickets around and won a whack ton of money. Yeah, I've won a ton of cash on it, and I mean, it's a free. I've got 0 money deposited into this account, right? So we're gonna go broke on this one. Yeah, this is not a good hand here. Alright, we move it again. Because he's put himself in that position to begin with. He doesn't have a lot of chips to begin with, right? So we just kind of move him out.
Ay, 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 mamacita. Okay, I'm going with the king guy. Okay, okay, king guy. King guy is doing the job. One more card to come. No!
All right, so what do we have over here? 68. Got 33 bigs into 68. All right, I'm 15th of 68, and 63 make the money. So we're just on the cusp of that. Yeah, we've got the bubble coming up on that one. On this one here, I'm 27th of 50, with 48 making the money. So that's right here. We've got another 5 minutes on this one. We're just ripping it along. Any two good cards, just rip. Doesn't matter what it is. Why do people like mystery bounties? This is interesting because I'm starting to play this. Watch these ones. It's fun format. You can win big earlier than in the PKO. You can win big earlier than in the PKO. You can win even without making any money. That's true. It is suspense not knowing what you're getting from a knockout. True, right? You can win big before making it. It's true, but not usually, right? Different stages. What do you think are the main gameplay differences between these stages? Regular stage and the bounty stage. Play like a regular tournament without bounties. That's true, you should do that. Bounty pool is not yet in game, so you don't have those extra incentives to loosen your range. Excuse me. Of course, it's good to pass to the bounty stage with a good stack, yes, to cover most opportunities so we can adjust our spots, but now let's get wild. That is true, that is correct. So you still have to tight as right, but if you don't have good stack. However, there are players that play differently and start being very aggro loose since the beginning. What type of player are you in the stage? Yeah, just got to pick your spot, right?
Do you find these guys on the table? On the bottom stage, your EP, your expected value on this tournament is on the players that you cover.
Your EV in this tournament is on the players that you cover in chips, so you should avoid marginal spots where you are the covered. That is correct. Bounty stage starts before in the money, just a little bit though. So in the money considerations next to the bubble are not a priority as the bounties are worth. That's correct, but it's right close to it. You only have like 3 or 4 minutes usually before that occurs. The bigger the bounties are in game, the looser you can play and adjust your range.
You will get that extra percentage to give the call. And when the top bounties are out on the other side,
what's happening over here? Bounties give you extra equity for your actions and they improve your pot odds. When the top bounties are that extra incentive.
So how can we calculate the bounty value?
Yeah, you should tighten up. When the top bounties are out, you should, when there's no more top bounties, you should tighten your range back. So when I'm playing along in these things, and I see that 200 or about 1,000, which are the two that I played, when they go fairly early in the mystery bounty piece, you should go back to tightening up. As a bounty prize only enters later in the game, you can late register more than in the PKO. That's correct, but it's all in, all in. That's a problem. You're crap shooting from the very beginning. If you start earlier in the tournament, you can build your stack. You don't have to crap shoot right away. Know your opponents. Some players might get wild before a bounty stage, and others might be tight on a bounty stage. That is correct. You shouldn't just play just because. It's better for you to make it further in the tournament and have the opportunity to get bounties rather than crap shooting for 73 cents or 200. Take notes on? That is correct. You should do that. You should do that everywhere, whether it's a bounty or not. You should take
20 bigs, you just write like boost for bounty or the opposite. This will help you adjust your ranges.
Alright, what do we got over here? We are in the money in this one. That's awesome. 27th out of 48.
And that I play in a mystery bounty final table. This is a spot where like the smallest stack in the tournament shoved. I am the ship leader. The main bounty.
We're in the money in this one as well. 15 out of 63.
But we have like the two second bounties, so under the 50. We have 4 of the 75.
15 of 63.
We only have 2 of the smaller bounties, which give us an average bounty of around like 73 euro. So, guys, this is our range on this spot, okay? So the purple is the ends that we are gonna shove, and the green is the ends.
Pocket
that
jacks
we
into
are gonna
pocket
fold.
sevens. He hits a
So
7.
on
This
this
is the way it is.
look
Nice hand, nice
what
hand.
do we fold.
We did make the money on this one though, so
It's
we
quite,
got
quite amazing.
92,
Even I was a bit surprised with this.
276,
I created another scenario for you.
276.
This is a scenario where we only have minimum bounties, so we have
36.
like 8 bounties of 37.6,
2070,
and even here,
26.
even here, King 2 suited is a call. And the other scenario is when we don't have bounties in game,
47,
like when it is a regular tournament. So it's a huge
0.9
difference.
to 1.04. No, that's it's more than that. 24 is 36. That doesn't seem right. They seem to be missing something here.
I'm sorry, it's top pair. King Jack versus 6 is one of the few flops we see.
What do we have
I'm
over
gonna
here?
bet once, and I imagine ID Masari will call this, and we'll just continue on. Maybe
Actually,
get a
this
small raise.
This is very important. That's the funniest chat of the night. Sorry.
Ooh, does Makadon double barrel this? Do they put pressure on a jack here? Maybe
Some
you get a 9 to fold. Makadon, a double barrel here from Makadon 7 would really put
some-
ID Masari in a tough spot.
some questionable
With
plays,
deeper
but
stacks,
Reed checks out.
I think
He's a good player,
is
but
much
he's
more
throwing
likely.
shit.
Oh, but he does go ahead.
what
Nice
was
play.
happening here?
Yeah, he's turning his 6s into a bluff, and I think this is... I don't know if it'll work against the jack, but it would certainly work against the 9. I mean, ID Masari was in the big blind. They could have a wide variety of hands here. They do
Only getting
call,
called by better, but
but now you imagine they'll get the
He hit there,
showdown,
right?
but
Can Mastodon
So,
empty
on the
the
turn,
clip?
you have to have
they
a
do.
10.
Really tough spot.
Let's see what happens here.
Superstar play.
Does this guy jam his pocket 10s?
If they can move all in here, they can pretty much guarantee they do it.
I
Now-
love it! And there's
And
the
it gets
fold!
through.
5,000.
that is the
So
play of the
he
day.
jams here, calls it here, right? Yeah. 10, 6, 6. Yeah.
We can get some action here. We got a pair versus pair. And it's hard to flop a pair in this game, so I imagine the Henrik Lesser will at least call one time, maybe 2. Well, they're not going anywhere now.
Okay, so we are to the rebuy
Top
period.
pair,
26 out of
pretty wet
44.
board.
What's this other one? 105.
Kim has been, I would say, fairly passive.
Oh,
26 out
wow!
of 44.
That was clever.
Oh, suck out and then the re-suck out. Blinds. There's 9 big blinds in there. Depending on the sizing of this bet, I think you can raise. And Kimba does not raise, they just call.
Jugs is obviously
Hey.
hoping to just ladder up, but
Yay!
you've got a chance to more than triple up.
So
You
it's
don't wanna pass that up.
88 cents.
Some
Jugs-
people don't want to lose the money
88
or
is
whatever.
190.
Well, the problem is, if they laddered up in that spot, they make an extra 2,300. But if they triple up at that spot, they're in a good spot to get the $16,000 second place prize. And now they got it all in with Jack 9. Well,
There you go.
They hit it.
What do we know?
yeah, we know nothing.
What do we know? Nothing.
I understand
So,
that.
so clearly, there's some kind of rationale. Here we go.
Yeah, this is
Sazbix
going to be
still
tough.
there.
This is going to be tough for Sosbix.
Seen it done.
It's not a
Any
open-ended.
5, now any 7, deuce or 5. There you go. Easy
Hmm.
game.
Just trying to think through what we
Look at
have
Rockadon
happening
Are
here.
you kidding me?
Should
Really?
have
Yeah.
just 2 tables going on.
Takes the old Jack 5 offsuit, brings it home against 2 players. That's some short stack magic on a Magic Monday.
It's going to be all in here, right?
It's a circuit, so it's uphill as much as it's downhill. But it's about half a marathon. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow, 3 ways.
Whoa!
It's gonna be the end of the tournament.
Mm.
Ace
It
King
could
wins.
be.
Dead.
There's a king.
What
It's
an end.
over.
What an end.
What
Wow.
an end indeed.
Well, that's a pretty good one. We just keep going along here.
Nick. Hold. Oh my god.
Yes! No! Oh my god, what have I done?
1.9. Oops, no, this is the wrong one.
Jordan's in the mix with me. Give it to me. 50 bucker as well. 5x.
All right, so we got 317 on the one tournament over here. We're still playing along. 276 route 44 on this
That would
one.
be gross.
Is it possible for me to have Royal Flush Banfield? Oh no.
44.
Oh no, Jordan. Well, I've still got a Royal Flush.
47
I'm
is
afraid I'm gonna have to go
36.
all in. If you've got it, mate, you've got it. That's how these things work.
God, seriously?
Well, I've got
And
a Royal
then
Flush, Jordan.
has to be right. Has to be that one.
Blocking flash.
What do we got over
What, the
here?
Royal Flush? Jordan, talk to me. Are you blocking the Royal
I'm
Flush?
blocking a lot of hands.
Would you block a Royal Flush? Because that's what I'm repping.
92.
I know.
90.
No, I've got Jack High.
Oh my god, oh my god.
All in. 10 big blinds, all in. Call. How have you got 8? I literally, I cannot fathom how often people have an ace when I go all in. I literally can't believe how often they have an ace when I go all in. So either these $30.
All right, and this one is 105.
Let's go all in already, huh?
And I get another knockout over here.
Really good hand. All in. Dealer,
So many
I'm
knockouts here that I
all
can't
chips
even
I have.
fathom what I have.
If anyone wants to play, they have to put in the rest of their chips. Oh, they've got another ace. I'll flop all the 10s in the world, Jordan. Look how many 10s I have.
Oh,
Let's say I have 25. I
You
got
know
25
what?
on
I'm
that
gonna
one.
run it with the 9-6. Just trying to get it over with right now so we can enter another one.
They knocked out one in the first one. I'm sure that's what happened there.
Jordan Banfield.
oh.
Let me explain to you what's happened because I know obviously you understand.
There's
that
a lot
basically
happening
the,
here.
The river card, sometimes if you're not you, it comes
Yeah.
down and it means you don't win. Have you ever had that before?
No, I usually have like I don't know.
Let's
that
hit the
experience.
download button.
Right, I understand. I mean that's
Yeah,
fair enough.
right. Like I'm way behind here, but I'm just gonna spike it too.
There you go. There you go, guys. Oh no, I've been called. Have like King Queen, bro. Oh, chop it up. Diamond. Ooh, dealer, that is naughty. Don't you dare.
I cannot
Oh my God,
call
that is
this
so
last one
thick.
anymore.
That is-
I
look
was
at
looking
it,
at this
Jordan,
thing, and
look.
that's the
Look at it,
problem.
Jordan.
It's that I'm actually at
Running
218.
deuce 3. That's what I deal with on a daily basis. Running deuce 3, mate.
So
Oh my
again,
God,
I only
it's
have.
so ridiculous.
Oops.
Oh, this guy's got
I'm on the
deuce
wrong.
3.
How come I didn't get this?
Mate, I just literally. Why do they?
That's because I have 3 up here, but I'm not playing this tournament anymore.
It's just cruel. At this point.
Hopefully that's right.
You could just put Jordan Banfield on both the cameras and play and just.
I don't have
there's
any
no
tables
point
up
in
here.
being
Holy shit. Sorry, guys.
I'm all in. 2 7s.
I'll get out of the way of this one.
Call as well. Call as well, Maddie. Let's get it done. Oh my God! I flopped to 7. Hold. Oh, yes! Send it.
This is
Seven,
the Daily
you can
Legends
have that
deep
one
stack
before,
there.
Mate. I don't care. 7
And then we
7. Let's
have
go.
this
Yeah,
one
I've
over
got 7
here.
7. Yeah, and I've got 7 7 7.
For
I'm gonna play my 50
this is
and
the
I'm gonna
bounty.
win it and take you down, mate. Ace 4,
Bounty hunter.
all in.
Oh, Nick.
Hold.
Oh my god.
Yes. No. Oh my God, what have I done? Oh my God, that would have been so.
We either one of these 2 cards were all in.
Celebrated and then I lost. Oh my God. Give me something good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All in. All in. Oh my God, please. Have like 8 deuce off.
I'm 6 out of 32 on this. 17 make the money.
It's gonna happen again. 4. 4. It's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. Queen 4. All in. I have to be.
So these are the 2 tables I have. I'm actually just gonna.
Oh my God, it's so sick. Oh my God.
Can I get another
Oh my God,
tournament?
it's so
It's
sick,
still
guys.
early.
It's actually unbelievable. Oh my God, I'm gonna lose. I'm actually gonna lose. Oh my Ace Jack. Jordan. Oh my God. Hold it. Yes! Get in!
go.
Come on, boys! Come on! Get
Oh my
yes!
god.
I'm gonna beat the boy wonder!
Oh, SD. We're in the money on this one. 52. We did just make the
Welcome to Focus
a
Friday
pay jump
as well. I was
here.
very excited when I was asked to come in here. I decided what we're going to talk about is.
I'm going to turn this down just a little bit.
Succeed.
Doesn't need to be that loud.
What we're gonna do
I
is
like
it's gonna
Josh
take a couple
Manley,
of
by the way.
tournaments, and we're going to talk about it as we go. It's going to be no delay. All right, the $11 Voyage, great tournament. $2.20.
We're not gonna fold our hand here.
We're going to play our very first pot here.
Elando is
When
the
we
third in
play
the chip
I mean, potentially I should be.
chip leader, so he should be calling fairly wide.
We're so deep. No, 2.5x is usually my sort of cap for how big I'll raise pre. With my particular hand I have here, I actually just want to 4-bet. So we'll be doing that. I wish I could show you my cards.
Just chunk it all in there. You got us. You got us.
Guess what I have? Okay. So,
Oh.
and 4-bet flops.
All right.
This is, I didn't expect to go with 4-bet flops. But 4-bet
I know what
flops,
I'm going to
if you get a
try
bet,
and
you don't
do
really
is
ever
see
wanna
if there's
go
another
more than, like, quarter.
tournament. I think I've
First
actually.
we'll slide out
Oh,
a
that's
bet,
the wrong one.
quarter on this
And that's
board,
the one I've
and
already
raised.
bought into.
With this particular hand,
This
it's
is a
gonna be all in check,
6.
okay?
And I don't want to play a 6 max.
First hand. Literal first hand. Just watch me bust.
I do not have any more tickets on 888 poker, so
That's
if
fine.
I win,
This
that'd
is
be awesome.
$2.20 PKO. Someone is coming for a limp.
So drawing almost
and
dead.
I generally like to, when I want to
2
put
outer.
them with decent enough hands, I want to raise it up to 3.5.
A 110.
3.5
What's this
times
one?
Big blinds, over a limp. Usually it'd be 2.5. but I
Day
have
1 will
to-
run until the end of.
So on the
Kick
flop here, we're
in
just gonna bet
beginning
first. A
of.
lot of the times you don't really want to bet in the sandwich, but we're
For
not
buck
gonna be
10?
sticking to
Let's see if I can get in this one.
really. Take it down. We had the ace queen anyway. I just want to talk about.
You've already registered it, so I've tried registering to this tournament a shit ton of times, so that's going to be the end of it, I think, off this one. Let me update my spreadsheet at least for 888 poker.
Every time. There's definitely some exceptions to the rule.
126.84.
You want to change up to a quarter.
I will do the math on 888 later. I bought in
or just check.
for a bunch today.
20 big blinds or less effective. That's again quarter pot or check.
Yada yada yada.
3-bet pots. Almost always just 1-bet a third post flop. And yeah,
Had
4-bet
3
pots,
buy-ins
1
into
quarter. So we
one
got
tournament
6
today.
aces. Well, we got a very nice double up versus 8-6 offsuit, by the way. Also,
Oh, here it is. So I'm in for 3 buy-ins. 1,986 people. I finished 136. Out for 452. In for 300. Out for 452. So that's good.
You got to embrace the third size.
Just free rolled. What do we have over here? The Daily Legends. I'm in for 165. I'm out for 104. So that's 1 buy-in to play in that PKO. I got 36. Bounties. I'm in the bounty hunter over here. Still trudging along. I'm in the money on this one. So I've got 49. So I'm in for 210 on this one. Daily Legends, Daily Max. What's up here?
Cheap, so they both come in. How are they going to respond to this?
And then this one over here, I've like 218 in bounties, I think it is. 218, no, it's got 233 in bounties in this tournament. And we're just on the cusp. We're not in the money yet.
It's kind of just giving away too much. You want to play a lot. You know, want to play a lot of hands. You don't want to be too tight. All right, buddy, we're gonna play a hand here finally, and we're just gonna call.
All right, let's keep going along here.
And check flop.
Part 2 is it? Why is part 2 up? Oh, because it's playing right now. That's why.
We got the king 9 spades. Just looked at my hand.
Channel.
I thought,
That's what we're looking
there's
for.
a hand we want to call. Maybe.
7-8's kind of decent, but I'm not going to put my tournament on that. So we'll just get out of the way. Time to be, yes, time to be. Let's take a look over here, right? This one here. Let's see what the note says, because I just put this one. He opted out of. This was yesterday, I think. Yeah, sure, opted out of Shark Scope, but it's kind of questionable some of the plays, which is good. Turns out we would have ripped this shit up, right? We would have actually turned the full house, or river to full house. But can't always do those things. Let's open this up. This should be a fold here. He is the chip leader, second chip leader. He should fold this.
If you have some soda value, you don't need to block that. And my hand falls into that category. So we're going to check it. And side river. Now if you think, yeah, the river, like, okay, am I going to have the best hand here? Would they need to be us? 5, ace, king. So I'm going to bet my hand for value here. So we had ace, queen, we got down the river. Yeah, so depending on how far away you're off the spot, dictates how much you want to adjust your range. If you have all the chips, you want to play more hands, you'll be fooling people.
Just listen to Josh.
recommend these a lot. You've got lots of chips. This is applies to the fast tables all the time.
I have ace 4,
But
and
when
he
you're
has
seeing either bottom of the pack or
16, so
middle
I
or
could call this off, but this is not a very good hand to call off, so I'm just going to get out of the way.
nothing else you can do.
What tables? Let's open up these 2 other tables so I can at least see where people are at, because this is like a turbo tournament. It's just fucking ripping it up. Pretty harsh here. It's just going so quickly.
And this board, I'm going to go for a check raise. I have 5.9 big blinds. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go all in. I just
Queen 6, what do I have? I have King Deuce, 45. 19 out of 45 on this. 19 out of 45 on this one. Probably put some chips in this one.
And we hold that. Very nice. We had enough down straight draw on the flop. Yeah, I think it's a perfectly reasonable time to be all in. We have plenty of equity, even if they do call, and they're going to fold a bunch anyway. So yeah, very lucky for us. Alakexa chat. Alakexa. Let's go.
This is... What, we 30, 29 bigs effective. Is it a 3-bet or is it the lot? Oh, it's Fantasia line from the lot in! Oh, this could be it!
All right. So we got some chips there.
Oh wow! Look at this first hand.
All right, so this is
wow, this is a setup. Wow.
let's fold this.
Harry,
This is a good hand, but we're
with 35 big
just gonna fold it.
So just going to be free betting this one, and this is probably going to go in. Tower first hand is.
All right, we're not gonna fold this one though.
Harry and
All right, I actually Mrs. Frostmage's
the ace king for 35.
sister is here, so we're gonna go open the door
29.
for her. We're just gonna rip on both of these.
And Matt in the small, easy fold for him.
Right back.
Neil with the 5-3 of hearts, going to get out of the way in the big.
Because this is also a weird scenario as well, because obviously Ono Day has only got 50k.
Yeah, it's fairly short.
And like 10 bigs. So if this does end up going in and we see Harry hitting the rail, then Owen's sat there, not played a hand, and he's, I know, sneaking in the little ladders probably doesn't mean anything to him, but it's an interesting scenario. First hand of the tournament.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if this isn't an all-in from Jack.
Yeah, they're in.
You've been on side.
And it's going to be a call.
Harry and first set up ace king for Jack, kings for Harry. So Harry,
All right.
good opportunity.
Sorry about that.
here to double up first. It'd be a roll reverse.
As I said, Mrs. Frostmage's
Back almost
sister
exactly double
and
toes. So they're just gonna
her girlfriend are
rolls it
coming over to
backwards
take
and
the
find a 3 outer.
take her dog out. So we have 5 more minutes for the rebuy period. Sorry, 9 more minutes for the rebuy period to come by.
Well, no help there for Jack. Does have running clubs.
Yeah, the clubs are in play now.
So okay
That'll
for
be ill.
Harry at the moment. Oh,
the ace of
well,
clubs.
it's just the ace of clubs on the turn.
So we got 2, we're on the 2 tables there.
We have another ace, Jack. Why not?
We're all in over
And first
here,
hand,
and we're on the
the
bubble bunny over on this
FC,
one.
And we lose Harry.
We'll just get out of the way. Have that password. Let's get out of the way. Okay, so we've got 2 password is the all in. Go check out 888 Poker. Poker 888 Poker TV. Let's put a shout out to that. These guys have given a shit ton of tickets away. I've been the recipient of a bunch of them. I am ripping up a bunch of stuff with it. Right? It's awesome. Just keep going. Get it done. Running. Well, this is a good hand. Look at that bad boy. Best hand, but it goes running quads. I mean, that's probably pretty good, right? Yeah. Let's get out of the way. Easy peasy. Get out of the way. This one over here.
Yeah, and
there's going to be back-to-back free bets from Jack Hardcastle.
Let's
with the
find
stick
who
here.
John
Jaspreet is gonna
Elizabeth
be
is.
Sick of him, but he has had it on the last 2 occasions.
Yep.
John.
So it makes it 30.
John Elizabeth.
And Andrew with Jacks. Let's say our tower. We are loving life here. With fist pumping in our head as Andrew here, because Jack has been free betting Jaspreet quite a lot to start the day.
Ace King versus Kings versus 9, so we should be losing some people there. That's a lot happening right there.
Has to go in here
And we
for
are in the money in our
Nothing
both
else
tournaments that we
can
have
do,
left.
Put the triangle in the middle.
This
He's
is
all
the
in.
105 one.
Jaspreet will fold. Jack will call.
And we're off to the races.
Yes, we are. And, this is a very big
And I'm
flip.
10 out of 17.
Potential for Jack to get close to 900k here if he can find an ace or a king, but Andrew does have the best of it at the moment. Slight favourite here.
All right, we only have 2 tournaments left. We got to kind of get shit figured out along the way.
Andrew.
We
at risk,
are.
but he is in
Did I win a ticket yesterday? I thought I
Jacks
won
for
a
Andrew.
ticket yesterday. Or maybe it's just into the day too. I don't know if that
Well,
counts as
no
a ticket or
runners
not.
for the Jacks, so needs to find a 2-outer to survive. For
So I am in the money in
That's a
both of my
terrible
tournaments
card,
here.
'cause Now that 2-outer has become a 1-outer. Need the Jack of clubs for survival.
And we're two. Oops.
Diamonds, so we are down
2
to
away
4
from the
guys,
money
and we
on
haven't
this
even
one.
Played a full session yet. Andrew Seabright, fifth place for £12,700.
11.
So Jack with a legitimate hand this time.
AK is truly clear when you shove pre my favorite hand.
Now Neil's got over
Well,
30
it's a swing or a miss, right? It's
different now. Happy to open and sharp with the ladies. He's going to be going.
hello, great streamer. Hello,
This is
John
the
Elizabeth. Let me know.
absolute best race
Put a
for
comment in the box, in the comment section, so I know who you are.
Yep. And we're off to the races here.
Who wins?
Could be back to back double.
We're 11 out of 16, so we're going to make a
Different.
pay jump here in just a second. One more person, we're going to make next pay jump.
So
I don't know why you're throwing crap at me there, Turkey Lurkey. Obviously, Marv has got some sort of connection. He knows me, played against him, played against me. I don't know, something like that. What do we have over here?
Well, that is dead on the turn.
39 out of 12th out of 40.
Oh, lady on the end as well. Gives her a bit of a rub down. There's your queen.
Short stack needs help after a brutal flop. You know, it is what it is.
Action on Jazz.
So throwing
In the
crap
small
there, and
blind,
he would
ace
have
eight, easy shot
been
for him
out.
for 21 bigs, and Jack snap calls,
Has he
and
called?
Jack's got 10s from the looks of it. Was that 10s?
10-8, but I mean, I'm not calling that all in, right?
Black 10s for Jack.
Wowzers, wowzers.
We just have the 2 tables, and we're just going back and forth between the 2, right? Easy folds. There's just not enough for me to defend against these 2 guys. We are over on this other one. I would have had this one, but what can you do here? We lost Tony over there as well. So now we did make a bubble jump, a pay jump. 120. TB. We're over on this one. We have King 10 versus Queens. Now I have a 10 as well, but it doesn't matter. Right? So just he's got lots of chips, and he's just playing lots and lots and lots to get in there.
Nobody.
Neil McCulloch does.
Okay.
We're just trying to pick our spots here in this tournament.
So 8-16.
As it turns out, this is twice now. We would have flopped the nuts on this one.
He likes his 38.
Right?
Oh, you like?
Oops. We just had to avoid that one, but it is what it is. 14. Got to get down to 11. 3 more people.
What, with 30, 29 bigs effective.
Is it a 3-bet or is it a lot?
Madsen.
Expectation, oh, he put the lot in. Oh, this could be it. Neil McCulloch could be up to $1 million.
All right. Well, we're just check folding here. Can't do anything with that.
Neil McCulloch has got the Cowboys. Third hand after the game, we've had 5 deuce, 6 to ace, 10, and they're in.
And if Neil holds here, Tower, it's almost going to be level.
Nice hand, nice hand.
stacks.
And about 60 big blinds each. Well, a 10 on the flop for Jack.
This is why, that's a good example of why you don't go all in, right? Because I wouldn't have called it off if it's all in. So don't go all in. Going all in is not usually the right play ever.
Jack. Oh my word. Really, ace on the river, just finds the 10.
Oh, flopping a flush. Flopping a flush.
Oh my god, flop to straight, flop to flush. And he's still not won, by the way.
Oh, cool.
I have, oops. I have ace 10 over here. It's good enough to raise it up.
Start us off nice and juicy, please, dealer. Oh, did you see that?
The fact that Elando is playing so many hands kind of throws it off. So this could very well be like an ace king, ace queen type hand. Probably a bit too loose to just be calling there. But he knows that I haven't played a lot of hands. That's kind of the point. So this is, and again for me, this was just a raise fold. Right? It's too good to just open fold here with 20 bigs. But we'll see how it goes with this. Jack 8, King 8, what the fuck? Let's get out of the way of this one.
I've just been slow rolled. 7, yes, hold, deserved, no 10. Off! For Christ's sake, this game is so stupid. How undeserved is this?
Ace queen. Well, there it is. That's exactly what it said, right? That's ace king, ace queen type hand. Right? Oh, we got to clip that bad boy. Let's wait for the clip to come around there, because that is exactly what we're talking about. The fact that he just calls here, this is an ace king, ace queen type of hand. So the read is bang on, but he doesn't know. Like, he knows he's behind my cards. Yes. Oh, I love it. Love it.
King 8.
All right, come back over to this one.
Guys. Heads up for the fucking lot over here. Oh,
Got 7-3 offsuit.
Flopping a flush.
Do I chunk it all in there for this bounty?
Oh, cool.
No, we can't chunk it in now.
How can this happen to me?
Cannot chunk this in now, unfortunately.
Oh, they shoved as well.
God, 5-6 of clubs one time.
I guess we'll have to look over this one. Think.
Sake.
Let's go 2-0 up. No, King no 5. Hold for the 2-0. For the 2-0. Yes, gone.
All right.
Oh, you must be kidding.
We'll chunk it all in there. Why not?
We'll play for a handy. Let's go.
Let's put some pressure on this guy. He's playing a lot of hands. Let's put the pressure on him.
Guess I'm all in.
We are going to take a quick little break here. King 8, so we got to avoid the 6 outers. Clear the board. That'll work. That's okay. That'll work right there, right? Because of this. All right, we're back in like a 4-minute break here.
So I'm just going to open shove at flop.
Hopefully, this hand doesn't play up on the thing. I'll be right back.
How is it possible? How?
turns 9 high.
All right, back at it. We just have the two tables going on.
Ace high board, are we happy?
This one
All the better hands, all the better aces are still
and
in
this one.
deck. Still have those in our hand.
But just listen to 888 Poker here, and we have Aaron Barone saying, if you're going to play speculative hands, you're better off to play like King 10, Queen 10, Queen Jack, 8 9, 9 10 suited. That is a correct statement, for sure. And then it says you're less likely to be dominated. That's absolutely incorrect. If you're playing those hands, you should expect to be dominated. And all you're doing at this point is measuring risk. It's a risk assessment. When you flop a flush draw, and all you have is a 9 high flush draw, they could have a better flush draw. Like if they have ace king and the flop is queen jack deuce with 2 diamonds on there, you're never losing those guys, right? You have 8 9 and you have 8 9 of diamonds, so you're drawing to a 1 outer, but the 1 outer screws you. You'd be drawing dead there, right? Because the 10 will give you a bottom end of the straight flush, but it gives them the royal flush, right? Any other heart, any other diamond that comes, you're dead, right? So you are almost always dominated. That's I'm not sure that that's a true statement. I don't agree with that. I think that is absolutely incorrect. So, but that being said, it's not that he doesn't know what he's talking about. He does know. He's said a couple different things here, and while he was working through some of the logic with Lime Ricky half hour, an hour ago, whatever it was, I think that was right. He was giving correct. When you have a6, raising is fine or calling is fine. Or sorry, raising is fine or folding is fine. Calling is the worst of the options that you have. You gotta weigh all those things, weigh all those options in there. I've got all in.
So I think this hand, I'd be much more likely to open it.
Pretty clean run out.
We have 3 outs, right? So it's shit. We're just gonna just check fold, get out of the way. We're 12 out of 13, which is fine. Now we're gonna be all in. Right? Doesn't matter what comes at this point. Sweet. That's where we're all in. So this is like a sitting out person. So again, we're going to be all in on this one as well. Same reason. That should be a good hand now. Now he's pausing, right? So this is, who cares? That's what I'm talking about with that snap fold, right? He's sitting snap fold, snap fold, snap fold, boom, and now it's a pause. Right? I'm going to be all in here as well for the exact same reason. We're 11 out of 13. We're 2 away from the next page up, but page up's not enough. These things are worth more than the page up. So we're all in. Suited, connected. Chunk it in there. We have ace 10 suited. This is going to be a raise fold scenario as well.
Clean run out, and I think if you're Archer 1066, kind of a no.
That's a pretty good flop for this guy's hand. GB, right? that's a pretty good flop.
Yeah, they're repping an 8 or possibly a 7 here.
We get all this guy's chips, and that's kind of the point. We're 9 out of 12 now, so we're on the cusp of another one.
Just see this happen for a real deal. Look at this. Ace king versus 10 versus kings. Wow.
What a setup.
And the chip leader has the kings.
I don't know how Nakascott gets away from this.
Well, he shouldn't. Because this could also be a squeeze from Archer. They did. Rackle maybe gets away from it. They do.
Good fold. Only an ace.
Archer needs to fade ace. Wins the biggest pot of the night. Wow. And eliminates Nagasaki. Was it third?
We should have made the money there. Yeah, we're on the pay jump. We're all in, right? Just all in, all in. We don't want to see any more cards, and if they're gonna call, then I want them to put a large portion of the stack at risk. Right, we're just avoiding 6 outers. Clear the board, please. That'll work, right? So we get all of those chips. Didn't have to call that, but he thought it was a good hand, so chuck it in. We have the exact same hand back to back, so we're going to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, this one's speeding along. We're just 39 minutes in, and we are about to be heads
All right, well, this is goes my other table goes check all around. I raise the 2, it gets checked through.
Well, a heart from the river, and them deciding to get away from it.
That's a lot of holding on there for a lot of chips.
Archer misclicks. I think how they get away from this.
There you go. Yes, Archer misclick.
Let's get out of the way.
Oh man, this brutal criminal. Bad luck, man.
And we'll probably be all in on the next one, right? Regardless of what comes. That's awesome. Under the gun. That's absolutely bonkers. We'll have to figure it out here. Just fold, right? I'm 6 out of 32. Oh yeah, we're 1 away from the next bubble jump. We should have made the jump here. We just made the... Oops. Just made another pay jump on this one. Let me see if I can find another tournament to jump into. Let's play in here. Daily Legends. Deep Max. Starts in 8 minutes. Okay, well, let's get this one. Starts in 8 minutes. And then this other one, the PKO Turbo. No, 8 minutes? Daily Legends PKO Turbo. I don't want to do that one. Sorry, I was looking at another one there. 330. Pocket 10s get trapped in there. Oh, and lots of hands here. Giving up a lot of chips, but this is what we expect out of this guy, right? I will be all in this. You gotta call your stack off. Spare the board. Yep, that'll work. So I get a 37 bounty off of that one. This is what term is it? This is the bounty on the max. So plus 37 is 265. 255, sorry. And we made the final table. That's the first final table we made in forever.
So in this case, Dave thinks I'm the brain in this game. Knowing what they're thinking is actually more important. Zurich has turned the straight on a 3-diamond board.
Yeah, I'd like to see a bigger bet here.
Alright, so FT,
Yeah, but this is the problem with
we're 5th out of 8 on an FT.
Yeah, Zurich has got a good luck catcher though, and they can play.
How come this is not wrapping?
I would be upping my bet size when I was value betting, and I'd look to pull a little bit thinner as well.
The tournament's over here. It's over. Call it.
Oh, that's 2 knockouts there. That's awesome.
No, we have no knowledge or watching this as you guys are at home. This is a great raise. Yep, that is.
Oops.
Wow.
Sorry, I guess I'm gonna fold that one in just a moment.
That felt good.
Right, let me find this. So this is my final table. This is the first final table I've made
I'm
in
about to get done.
what feels like forever. And gets 2 knockouts there, so we are now in 5th out of 6
Does love to troll, doesn't it?
on this one.
It does, it does.
Ace deuce. That was a free double up. And a heads up again.
Honestly?
Mate, I'm just really good at poker.
Can we fold this?
I'm all in.
That's the question. That's
I've been
what
called,
benefit does
but
folding
I'm
this
way
do?
behind.
Oh, this is no problem for you though. Look at
Oh,
that. Yeah, there
that's
you go.
no problem.
He goes to 2.
Dude, you don't lose though.
We'll
Have you
just
ever
get
lost
out of the way
those?
and let
On
him
Wednesdays,
fight it
I
out.
lose all of them.
He's going to call
Already
this
final
off, but
table
it's our kicker that's the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, so now we're ahead.
Hold.
Yeah, and so we missed this one. We need to pair the board.
Yeah,
Or sorry, we need
come
a
on.
spade on the
4
river.
or 5x.
When he has 2, it's really tough. I'd probably have to jam, and I suspected that he would still call there. Excuse me, which is problematic. We'll just get out of the way again. Nothing to see here. I'm going to be all in here. It's these two guys that just try to keep pumping up, right? They're trying to get into the money.
I accidentally needled you. I was trying to be nice. And I just said I wanted to stroke your hair on the stream, and then you were like, that wasn't needed.
So we just avoid 6 outers. That's a good one.
I was like, no.
That's not a good one. That's not a good one either. But again, so I advocate for not playing these a lot of the time because of that, right? Pays 23, but now you're on the final table. This is the time to play those type of hands. You don't play them earlier on, you play them now, right? Let's come back to the other table here. So again, lots of card playing. You're not going to get rid of these guys. It just is the way that it is. So no biggie. Let's take a quick shark scope on this guy and see what it says. How many more do I have here?
What are you thinking?
GP Hawk, is that what it is?
You ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, 1960. So it's all downhill all the time with this guy.
Here's the heat. Can you take it? Alright, I better slow down now. Oh, Ian.
I think I have the Stone Colds there, right?
There's no point in bluffing or betting or anything. Whatever the outcome of this hand is, by the way, you cheated. Oh my goodness.
So Shark Scope has him.
Because I've only got like a king.
Shark Scope has him at 1,000 tournaments.
Oh, the 7 deuce.
And he's down $2,700.
I'm about to get done. 7? For you. 9? No, you get the king. Okay. No jockey for Yoda.
And that was my read before, right? So we'll just make a note, a tag, whatever you want to call it, and continue on to the next one. We're going to call off one here, I think,
I just want to serve you a beat here, Ian.
because of we're getting such good odds on that.
Okay, here we go. Come on. Oh, of course I'm not going to hold him. He's cackling at me. He's Ian Simpson. He's never lost a flip in his life.
This should be coming along as well. Like, this fits their hand better than mine, right? So I'm just going to get out of the way.
Hello, welcome in. Another episode of Focus Fridays. I am Abroni68. Today, we are going to talk about
Playing heads up, no limit, hold 'em. So we got Kings versus Jack 10. Well, I hit the 10 as well.
Getting to heads up is the victory.
Jack doesn't cut it, but that's a chop pot, right? That's why you can't play this shit, because of that reason. Oops. I was on this one, sorry. I had 9-10 and he had Jack 10. The flop is 10-10.
So I started out
8.
in
7 on the turn,
when it got to
and then
heads up play,
7 on the river, something like that.
Didn't really know what we were
Right.
doing. People started using something which is called Nash ranges. What
Let's take a look, see where we're at
glorified push
on
fold.
this.
Basically, what this chart tells you is, okay, well,
The Knack,
options
what up, buddy?
only go all
That's a
in
man we have not seen in
should you
for
do
like
with
100
whatever hand
years.
you have. And this became the backbone of a lot of players' heads-up play. They were like, "Look, this is a profitable."
Let's give that guy
play.
a shout
I
out.
don't know
Go check
what
that
to
guy
do.
out.
You know, I'll just do the thing
The
that
Knack
I know
is a
easy
fellow
money. It's not
World
bad
of
to
Warcraft
pick something
player
that's
with me.
profitable,
He's a
but
fellow
profitable should be
poker
our bottom
streamer.
baseline for what our decisions are. Ace on the top left, 20+ big blinds.
And he's got a shit ton of great stories
Does
to
that mean when
share.
you're dealt in, you always want to go all in with pocket aces. You want to
When
just
is
make
this
a
one?
normal raise. You don't want to just shove all in because you're going to lose all the customers.
About Danica Patrick.
Understanding that a profitable
Go check out his stream. Go
might
talk to the
not
guy.
be an optimal
It's awesome.
decision was something that took me a while. So now we're going to get into some hands.
We don't like
So
some of
this
this
is a heads
stuff.
up against fellow 8-8 ambassador Ian Simpson. But we played heads up recently in the 320 online festival series knockout, and now he raises and we end up.
We don't expect him to have a queen here. We don't
I think it's
expect.
a spot
Oh
where you
well,
can
that's a good.
You can
Good
also
hit.
just call.
Nice
I
hand,
don't
nice
think
hand.
you need to walk
Well, I'm
away
surprised
from
he
this
doesn't
session
bet
saying,
more there
"Oh,
to
king
get it
queen
all.
always needs to be a
So
this,
we're avoiding
always
4 out here.
When we simplify
Literally,
the
it's
game
a
that much,
4
I
out
think
or
it
6
certainly
outs, and he hits
makes
the
it easier
4.
to play,
And this is the same
but
thing
you're
this
not
guy did. So
simplifying
I'm
at
out in
that point
5th place,
to
and
have
Ezra's
easy
very
decisions.
excited about
And I
that.
understand that, but
That's
the
a
goal is
big,
not to have
big
the
knockout over there.
easiest decision when
Get
you play
that?
poker.
No.
It's to make
Get knocked out of
profits.
this one over here.
If
So
I
it is what it
always
is.
3-bet all my
This is our last table that we got
all
going
my
on. Let me
king
mark
jacks,
that
and all
down.
my queen jacks, and all my ace nines.
Oh,
and
it's
all
not
my
our
ace
last
tens,
table.
and all
I
my
was
ace
wrong
three
on that.
suited.
My apologies.
If I start saying, you know what, all my
Bounty
good hands,
Hunter,
I'm gonna
109.
3-bet. Well, that means
I'm
all
out
my
in 6th
calls
place.
are bad hands. That's not good. Against a
For
good player, I don't want
something.
them to be able to
I know something.
pick up on the fact that my range is so weak in a spot. Because if it is,
519.
they should keep putting
Let's get
pressure
this
on me.
one.
So some of the time here, king queen, I will
519
and some
is
of the time, I will flap. If I wasn't
530,
concerned about
544.
Ian getting some sort of read on me, maybe I would just be 3-betting
It's
my strong hand for value.
280, I
We
think.
just call
All
it
right.
open. Well, we started out with a pretty good hand, but it is a bad flop for our hand. He picks a big size, and we just fold. If I have one club
Okay.
here, I'm continuing. Even like King Jack, I'm continuing more than King Queen, just because I
We
have
hit
the backdoor straight
4,
cards,
so we
or like
got a
King
second table. Let me just
Jack,
open up this second table here.
I'm more likely to call as well.
The knack
King Queen
has
with no
connected me with
big size anyway, just fold.
some peoples.
We raise
So
Jack
this
eight
is the
suited,
deep
and
stack
Ian
one, right?
3-bets. You know, full
There we go.
win
So we have
game,
these 2 tables on. I hit bottom 2 against Habs Poker. I suspect this guy's from Montreal.
Heads not great.
Montreal,
Most likely,
Canada.
Most of the time, I would say you should be folding. Heads up, though, ranges are wider. We have position, and again, the wider their ranges, it means.
And because the Habs are called, that's what the team is called from
The more time he has ace
Montreal.
seven offsuit here,
Montreal
it's
Canadians
really good
are
for
called
us.
the Habs.
Even though we're behind with Jack 8 suited, we're not as far behind. The ace 7 off.
We just
as
kind
we
of
need to
put
king
some bets out there, and away we go.
jacks or tens.
We
And
are
so
still
have
ripping up
position.
on this
Our
one.
hand flops
We're
well, heads up, we're gonna have a
21
wider
out of
normal range. So we
26.
continue. Comes ace king deuce with 2 of suit. Backdoor straight draw as well. A good flop.
We are in the
for Ian's
money.
range
We
overall,
are
right?
3 away
He's
from the
gonna,
next
have the
pay jump.
Aces and the kings. He's gonna have the ace king, ace queen, ace jack, ace 10, random other aces, maybe king queen, king jack type stuff, and he bets out.
Just
Wants
kind
to
of
jack
go in
ace.
this one as well.
What do you guys want to do here? We
And the other one,
raise,
that's
we can call, and we can
shout
fold.
out
The thing that
888.
pops into my head right away is
Need one more
what
8 in there.
really good hands do we have?
Poker,
Let's say we had
TV.
pocket aces.
Those guys are having like a
Are we gonna raise an ace high board?
what do they call it? It's like Fast Forward Friday or something like that. Highlight Friday. That's what it is. They give away a ton of tickets. They give away a little bunch of stuff. Yada yada yada. It's pretty good stuff. I've made a ton of tickets off of these guys, and I play a bunch of tournaments on 888
My
Poker.
strongest hands in this spot don't want to raise. They want to
I haven't. I've deposited $0 into 888 Poker. My bankroll is $158 or something like that.
So I don't think I'd be raising.
No, that's not right.
Every hand on this
My
board. So I think I'm
bankroll
just gonna call,
is
and that's what I do.
today.
Now Ian bets the turn.
At the end of the
This
day,
time he bets about
it is
one-third
$157.52.
Paul says, "Isn't it best to play slightly
I've
more
deposited
aggressive
$0
like
into
this?"
that bank
You want
account.
to play aggressive, but you also want to realize
I
how your
won a
range
bunch of
looks.
tickets,
Playing aggressive
and it's growing.
doesn't
It's
mean
growing
just,
from
I have
that.
a flush draw, I'm gonna put
Because,
it all in. If I was a pre-flop
I
raiser in this spot and Ian had just called my bet, I
bought
would
into
be
some,
aggressive on
bought
this
into a
board.
tournament,
But once
a
he
dollar
three-bets
tournament,
and I just
and
call,
made it into
it's a
day
board
2.
that
Making it day
favors
2,
him.
you're in the
So
money.
You do want to play aggressively, but
let's get this
again,
one.
you want to be aware of how your range
So
looks. and how you
even
play
though it
your
doesn't
strong hands.
register
I think
yet,
our choice here is jam
Deal
or
Legends,
call.
there we go.
Again, we're getting such a great
I will
price.
be-
He's actually priced us in to draw with our
so that
exact
number's up
hand.
another
Could
$5.
I shove the
I
turn?
also
Yeah.
won
If you had a hand like, I don't know, pocket aces again, are you shoving the turn? I'd probably
Pearl
just call
Feeder?
and let them bluff. Like, there's so much value in letting people bluff, and I know a lot of people are afraid to let cards roll off because their hand might get worse, things might get scary. But
Three.
if you end up playing this game for money and you're trying to avoid
That-
difficult
I'm not sure what
decisions
that
or
360 or
scary
460 was
spots,
from.
you're gonna cost yourself money. Okay, I call. My plan was, okay, if he checks the
I hit
river
something
and the
there.
river is
Hit some
queen,
button. I don't know
jack,
which button I
10,
hit.
Spade,
Oops.
diamond. I'm gonna go all in. On a queen river or a 10 river, I'm gonna block the nuts. On a jack river, I'm
So on the micro rolls, I have another 440 ticket that I'm playing in
On
tomorrow.
an 8 river, I'm blocking some 2-pair combinations. On a spade river, I think a lot of opponents are likely to
yeah.
barrel their flushes, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a
So,
bottom
anyway,
range hand. River to
kinda
spade.
got
What
lots
does my
that's
range
happening
look
right at
like?
that moment
Yeah,
there.
I've got some top pairs. I've got some 2 pairs. I've got some king X.
What do
I've
we
got
have over
4,
here?
5 suited. Like the bottom of my range would be in this exact spot, bricked flush draws. When the river's a spade,
pocket eights. I
half
ran
my
out of
flush draws just
water.
got there. there. So the bottom of my range is.
I need to get some. I'll be back.
If you're not gonna bluff this, I'm not sure what you're actually bluffing. And so if Ian checks river, I'm all in. He goes all in. Well, it's a pretty easy decision now.
Hello, and welcome to the 888 Live special broadcast from Bucharest. I am
All right,
David
hoops.
Zuckerman, joined by my good friend Jesse.
All right, we'll get out of the way of that one. Mrs. Frostmage gave me shit yesterday. She said, "You're not drinking enough water, man. Get in there, get that done."
He's not folding this. That's
And I don't like it, but it's what you got to do.
This
So
is fine for
got to get some more water in there.
Probably going to chop it up. They're very, very likely to chop it up. You're seeing 47 to 53, but realistically, I think this gets chopped like 70%.
Oh, this is a crazy hand. Just watching 888 poker. There's one guy's got ace 2 suited, the other guy has ace 3 offsuit, and they just jam it all in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people left in the tournament. I guess I get it. I understand,
I'm
but
actually surprised that. Oh wow, there's
you shouldn't be feeling comfortable with calling. Whoever was calling there, you should not feel comfortable with that.
Ionet's flush draw made him a favorite.
Yeah, I guess you make.
What do we got over
One
here?
of your cards more than you.
Yeah, they can still.
Nine will chop it up.
Yeah, they can still chop this up.
Got lots of looks here. Spud, 82. What? Oh, 15? Oh, we can't call that now. Although, probably should call that.
Can't believe no one got it on the money.
We made the next page up as well. Now let's get out of the way. Yeah, that's a good fold, right? Got 3 outs. And missed the 3 outs. Now drawing dead. That's why you fold that shit. Right? Queen 10. Just fold that. Raise all in, just fold
Fold
it.
it up. He's just over. He's ending the tournament. He's decided.
That's funny.
Sick. That is not a good flop for 6-5.
No, he needs a 4, a 7, a deuce.
Oh my goodness.
So this is another fold as well for the same reason. You got 6-2. He's playing lots of hands, but this is a way too big of a raise here. This is like pocket sevens.
He is drawing dead, and Andre will
Ace 10, ace jack type hands. He just wants to take down the blinds.
I don't understand.
And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way, but it's just too much. I like a 2.2 raise better.
And then there's also a bit of ICM.
Ace Queen versus 4-5 over on 888.
Pot is 3.3 million, and again, it's ace queen versus the small suited connector. This time it's 5 high.
We have 6 blinds. We can't call that. We'll just get out of the way.
Well, how about there? Pair of 4s.
20 people. Let's. What's the? Oh yeah, we're right in the middle of the next pay jump.
Yeah, that is nice.
So we need 3 more to lose, I think.
Okay.
4 more to lose.
That's not a good card
for the pay jump.
Emil, as an ace would no longer be good.
Holy smokes, this is a big all-in hand. What's happening over here?
Emil looking for a 5.
Call, all in for 173 bigs. That's awesome.
It is a 6, and 5-4 clubs makes a straight.
If this guy did this again, I would chunk it in there. And I will chunk it in there. That's all it is. He doesn't have a good hand here. He's never doing this with aces, kings, queens, right? That's the point.
Or a jack. Club ends it. 7 of hearts on the turn.
We'll do it to this guy, though. We'll just chunk it all in there. I don't recommend this, but I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun at this point. It's late in the day. I'm streaming for several hours at this point. 3-hour earlier one plus coming to an hour now. Trying to push this guy here. And he doesn't like his hand, but we'll take it down. Oh, look at that. We would have hit the top set anyway. Well, I would have made more money had I just called it. Oh, it is what it is. What do we have here? Jack 10 versus 9s on the other one. So Good Day takes down 21 bigs at the other table. We'll chunk it all in on ace 6. This is not a very good hand, by the way. Let's see what happens here. I'm the lowest chip stack at this table. This is not a very good hand, so this is not ace king though, because he would jam this. It's not aces. He would jam this as well. Right?
Yeah, and that's the big difference.
Got 3 outs. This is why you shouldn't be doing this with these shitty hands. Yeah. So we're gonna be out of this tournament, but that's okay. We did well. We're finished in 18th place for 323. 317, 18 for 328.
Wow. He's in really great shape. He laid low, he played
Oops,
tight.
that screwed up somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
3.28. There we go.
It could be a 9 and a 10, but a 9 pretty much.
And this is our last table. This is our last hand. Last table we got going on for the day. Gotta get some World of Warcraft in, I'm not gonna lie. Lots happening in that world, and I've been playing streaming poker for the last 3 days, so I'll try and do this a little bit more. Stream poker in the morning, play some Warcraft in the afternoon. What's happening over here?
Not only
Dean
could
Simpson.
seal it, it does seal it. The board pairs. And I want to congratulate both these
I can't beat any of that, so we'll just get out of the way of this. Let's fold the overcards. Why fold the overcards there? That's a great question. Because you can't beat any of that. If you have 6 outs to hit, right? Because you can hit the ace, the 3 remaining aces, or the 3 remaining 10s. But if you don't hit, if you hit the ace of hearts or the 10 of hearts, now it's much more likely these guys have that. So you only have 4 outs. That's why it's not that good.
50. 30 again. 30 is good. 30 is good. Here we go. It's battle. Okay, good luck, Josh. We're gonna take so. Alright, let's get it done quickly. Oh no. Okay. Okay. 7. No, I don't want to chop. I want to win it. Why? I want to win it. To win it.
Right, so there we go. Coming to this one. I help streamers in promoting their channel. Probably not. That's a yuck one. What is that one? Let's go see what this is. Sorry, this is what we're talking about here. Right? Can't play this, and this is the reason why. Because look what happens here. That just escalated really, really quickly. This is more of a bluff hand. This is not a good hand. Because if he had a 6, he wants this guy to call. If you have a good hand, why would you ever push someone away? I've shared this story several times because it's so good, because it highlights exactly what we're talking about. Ben Caro is a book of poker tells. I read this book every year. Okay? And I still have the receipt of when I bought it. I buy it every year. But one of the tells in here, this is the same sort of thing. It's heads up. Ian, this other guy, it's heads up. Oops. Crow. Go head over to 888 Poker. Crow is a keyword. You get to get some stuff in there. Chance to win a draw. The old guy hits up, puts his chips down, flop comes out, grabs his stack, and then checks. And I just say no. That he got away with the first time he did it. The second time he never did it. And I just bet him every street when he did it. That's not going to work this time. I told you that last one. I've got to figure out. I know what this is. Based on this, I know what that grabbing your stick to your stack, breaking it, and then checking with the chips in your hand. Right? That's what happened here. That's this guy right here. That's what just happened. If he actually had a good hand, why would you want to dissuade someone? Right? I would have to call this off, by the way. Right? I would be calling this here for the draw. And the fact that an ace or a king on the river is even better, because now I'm only losing to the king of clubs. That's the point. So when this guy does that with that hand, oops. When the old guy took the stack and wrapped the table with it to check it, and then I bet, and then he put his chips back down, and the turn card comes out, and he reaches over there and does the same thing, breaks the stack, checks with it. Like this, sir, that's not going to work. I say that to him like every street, and he never does that ever again to me. But other people, it happens because of what it is. As Caro says in here, if he legitimately had a good hand, why would he try and dissuade you from betting? That is what's happening here. Okay? So even though there's no live tells because we're playing online, that is the tell. Okay? Why are you want to get paid? Why are you trying to push people off from calling? Right? What, do you think he flopped a flush and he's hoping that the other guy flopped a flush as well, and he's just going to call off with a weaker flush? This guy is not going to do that. This guy may or may not.
Let's try again, chat. That's 0
Right.
6. Oh my god.
So
It's a mathematical probability.
there's other things that are happening there. There's other things that are occurring,
No queen, no
and
10. No queen, no 10.
as Caro
Come on,
says,
one card to go and I win.
is and he says in this book, right? Your job is to figure out what it is that they're attempting to get you to do, and disappoint them and do the opposite. Strong means weak, weak means strong. That's what Caro says in the book.
Queen 8. This will not be my hand today. Being all in with. I've got a shove here. They've got King 7.
When you're sitting at a live poker table and you guys going along, you
kind of getting close to the money.
and it goes, all in. That's an act, right? He's just trying to fuck with you. It's an act.
So, someone
Don't
asked
fall
you
for it. Just
for
fold
three
that shit.
pieces of advice for blind versus blind play.
Someone asks you for three pieces of advice when you're
Jan,
playing
I need a
blind v
little bit
blind.
more detail, box
What
officer.
do you suggest?
Know your ranges for limping and raising. What are those ranges risky? Play wider ranges compared to EP.
Play wider ranges compared to early position, where blind v blind.
Computers would do. What
Yeah,
the
there's
solvers
nothing wrong
would
with that.
do, and then we're going to expand on that towards the end. Let's dive into it. So
BVB
I
play
find
is
BVB play
incredibly difficult to
incredibly
memorize. We've
difficult
got
to
every
memorize.
stack size to
You've got
learn,
every
and we need
stack
to adjust
size
to the ever-changing
from having
ICM.
2.5 big blinds
That's
starting
correct.
at 100 big blinds. You've got to deal with the ever-changing
BVB play
ICM
is
performance
particularly difficult
as
from the
well.
small
So if
blind.
you were to actually
You're going to
memorize it
lose
all,
the
you're
most
gonna
amount of money
memorize
from the
dozens
small
and
blind.
dozens of charts.
So
it's particularly
some-
difficult out of the small
we-
blind.
when we're out of
because
position and the solvers use a lot of
solvers
mixing.
use a lot
Yeah,
of mixing.
I
For
do that
example, at
all the
20 big
time.
blinds,
It's small
when
blind
you're
versus
kind
big
of getting
blind,
near to the
and
money,
they just
Jack
limp.
3 suited. It's sometimes
I
lumps,
raise
sometimes
a
jams,
fair
and
amount of the
sometimes
time.
raises
I don't know,
2.75
80% of the time.
This is the chart in
Um,
the solver.
with
20
good
big
hands
blinds
and
affect
bad hands.
25% of the field are remaining in the solver. Imagine trying to memorize this.
When you're the
Raise
big,
jam.
when
Yellow
you're
is
in the small
called
blind,
Orange is raising 2.75.
you should be folding
2s,
most of the
3s, 4s,
time.
and 5s, and, you know,
You should
9s,
be
6s.
raising
Make
some
a
of the
great
time
open jamming.
and calling
We are
a lot
jamming
more of the
these
time.
offsuit aces.
But
Suited ace X,
fold should be
a
your
little bit different.
defense
So these ones are
from the
getting
small blind.
raised, the best suited.
That should be your
These yellow ones are
standard
getting
play.
limped. Limping and jamming for 6s.
What do we got going on here? Oh my!
Aces every
Oh
day.
my!
9s and deuces. It raises
Wow.
holding our opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay, jack.
I'm just seeing this
Big
now. I
ones
was
as well.
busy talking and
Lots of
not,
limping
I
with
was doing
suited
other
kings.
stuff.
All the suited jacks jam very, very often.
And I wasn't really paying attention there. I do apologize.
Suited
It's
jacks,
Rihanna.
if this
Go
exact
check her out.
solver
We're on a
was
3-minute delay,
20
by the way.
big blinds,
It's
these are all
Rihanna.
jams.
She and I
Jamming jack
play
two suited, kind of scary, right? Kind of getting close to the money.
World of
We're looking
Warcraft
jack two suited and
on
we say,
Sunday.
"Yep,
She's part of the
come on,
girls
dealer."
streamer team.
What difference
on
do you think we would see if we were nowhere near the
shout
money?
out to
This is the
Astra
chart for
Lynn.
GBV. So you can see we play more hands
Right.
near the start of the tournament.
Is this a new
Play them
Frost
less
Mage I see?
aggressive.
It is. Haven't
You
been
can
watching
see
many
a lot
streams of
less
work lately.
jamming. Well, the
Kind
suited
of
jacks
slowly.
don't jam
so
at
seeing
all,
things up.
and the
Well,
mid-length
thank you.
hands
Thank you
jam a
for
lot
lurking.
less. We're limping 50%. Loads of the jams and some of the raises turn into limp.
Oh, yeah.
So when we
Yeah, I've been trying
jam
to
hands like Jack said,
stream a little
close
bit
to the
more
money, they have to fold
in the
king
morning,
nines.
first thing in the
When we're
morning.
nowhere near the money,
Just had
they
some
get to be
life
looser.
things
They
happen.
fall off.
Kind of pulled away for
Our jams
last
have
couple
less
of
fold
months
activity
doing some of that
than
stuff.
when we can put them
This
into
seems to
an
be
ICM
working
call.
better. It seems to be going well.
So let's
I
talk about
think that's my plan.
Let's
Ariane,
pretend
is
we're
to
in
try
the
to
small
stream
blind again.
more
How
poker,
should we play against
somewhere around
players
9 o'clock until around
who do
3.
not attack the small blind limps enough? When the small blind limps, the big blind
Right.
should raise
Mentally is what it is,
25%
right?
of
It's
the time.
it's very
Raising these
taxing to
hands
be
is
paying
critical
attention
against
all the
players
time.
who
And I usually just
aren't
play
raising
3 tables, but I've had
because the
4
reason these
4
hands
tables
can make
over
so
the
much
today.
money is because they crush.
And it's just really tough because I got
If they
4
don't
tables on
attack
this one,
small
plus I've
blind
got the
limps
software
enough,
over here,
they
plus I have
probably don't
a
jam
1 o'clock.
appropriately. So
88
when you raise
poker is
these
on.
hands, when they jam, it's probably
Yeah, so
one,
there's just lots
happening
happening all at once, and
rarer
then
than it should,
just
and
blown away
two,
sometimes.
you're probably not making a mistake when you fold. So these hands.
All right, so I do have
when
ace
someone who doesn't attack limps
king
often
or
enough,
ace queen from out
I'm
of
gonna raise.
position.
I'm gonna start building the
Right,
pot
so you should make a
myself.
little bit larger raise,
Let's
but this is a
flip it
raise
the other
fold.
way, though. What
Small
about
blind,
people
big
who
blind.
attack these
This is
limps
a
too
hit.
much?
If he comes
9-3
firing
offsuit
here,
raises
I'm just
half
going
the
to
time.
out and out
Some
fold this.
players have
This
seen
is
these
the new
charts
play that's
and they've
occurring.
seen- They've been given the green
And
light
it's-
to raise these
we used to
hands.
do
They don't
this
care
in
about
Limit all the
frequency,
time, but
they've just
this
seen
is
the
ace or
green
king.
light, and they get a bit of
Only once
giddy
have I not seen this
satisfaction when
ace or
they
king where you
That
jam
is a
here.
very
That was
dangerous thing
yesterday.
because then you could just
Only
raise
once.
9-3 offsuit every single time. And if I raise
So now we're just
all of
gonna
this
do this.
half orange section,
We
all
don't want
the
any more
time,
cards
this
here
raise that
because
puts
they're
us
on
at
draws.
25%,
They're on flush draws specifically.
player, or you can guess the
Unless a
average
flush draw
player,
comes
that
on
is
here,
gonna cost
it's
me
all
money.
in.
And I'll have to bluff more post flop, or they can.
I'm gonna
jam
bet
very
67.8.
effectively. Those are the problems you run into.
Because we're gonna put this
There
guy
are
at
a
the
lot of
whole
good
test.
players out there who raise too much when the small blind limps.
He's got
What are
pocket
you
twos,
gonna do
pocket threes.
when
No, he doesn't have
you're
pocket
in a
twos,
pot
pocket threes.
And it goes limp, raise,
Right?
call. They have
Yeah.
all this, not just
But
half
put
of this.
the pressure on the guy. We're calling that shit.
So their range
Yay!
post flop is incredibly
Right, so it's bet.
So you might have limp raises not all in against these players. and
If he had jammed there,
jams
that's
through a-
different. That's telling. Because that's the play, and I'm working on trying to get between breaks. Get 8 or 9 of these things to go together.
It's
8 or
probably
9 of them.
more informative that Sergey's
Sorry,
in
it's about
open
30 seconds.
9-8 under the gun.
And clip them all
which I
together
don't
and
think
show
he
the
would've
same
done
sort
an
of
hour and a half ago.
There's another one at the read earlier on today where I say the same sort of thing.
Situation, so that's interesting to watch.
This guy here, and it's not him, in the position of the hand. This guy has to have like a Jack 10 type. He never has aces, kings, queens here. He never has ace, king, ace, queen. This is a Jack 10. And someone else calls, I get out of the way. He thinks about it for a second, and he calls, and sure enough, he turns over Jack 10, which is exactly what I said. That's the whole point.
Well, he got unlucky with the ace jack, and now he's running.
There's a lot of signs to this. It's contrary to no. This is much more sciencey than this one. But there's two guys here, right? That in all the books that you read, they all talk about these two guys in some way, shape, or form. This is Caro. He does poker tells, like, physical, psychological tells, and things like that. And you have Skalansky,
Yeah, but it's all this
Skalansky.
stack. Is he really going to call off with
Or
ace
Manson?
10?
Mason's
Yeah,
Skalansky.
He's only got another 700,000 behind.
And he does the mathematics. I've got his book over there. Those two guys, that's what they do. And between those two things, now you figure it out. You got a bunch of streamers, you have a bunch of YouTubers, solvers, and they're all talking about the math. And as we just heard here, you can't memorize all those things, but you should have a pretty good idea.
Okay, that is surprising, but yeah.
Exactly what it is.
Is it a risk?
I refer to this thing all the time. Right? Page 23. Thank you for the shoutouts. Hey, I'm always giving you guys shoutouts all the time. Rihanna, we've talked a little bit about this. I think you have to have a good product. I think you have to have be personable, and you have to be welcoming of people in. And I think you do all of those things, right? This is why you should strive to surround yourself with people that put out good vibes. If you're just being a dick to people all the time, then no one wants to be around you. Right? And that kind of makes sense. You and Astrolin put out good vibes all the time. It's awesome. I try to be. I show up every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock my time to participate, right? To share in those good vibes that you give out. It's awesome. Am I having a good day at the tables? Yes. Today is not as good as I've had before, but today is a good day at the tables. Yes. Let's see. Just ballparking it.
And just like that, we are heads up.
I played. Let's see. I've played. Raise your edge. Oh, that's not good. 1, 2.
I'd be really tempted to limp.
There it is. Set the trap.
Oh, and it paid off. Yeah, he did limp.
He did limp. David said, "You know what? I'm gonna move all in."
I mean, I've played 22 tournaments today. That's a lot. That's more than I normally play. I'm not gonna lie. Like underneath. This is the only table I have, by the way. Usually, right around here, there's that. The bottom. I'll just put demonstration up. Put this one up there. Right, you can see that there's 2 red and 2 yellow. This is not accurate, by the way. There should be 22 of those bad boys across the bottom. But there's so much going on, I couldn't keep track of all of it. Yeah. 22 tournaments is way more than I normally play. But I'm starting to move over to 888 poker. And at 8:45, when I turned on my computer to start the day, there was nothing but free rolls over and over and over. So I jumped on.
Like a lot of times he looked like he was feeling it a little bit.
So let's come back over this one. I
I
won a shit ton in tickets. I won a shit ton in bounties.
Fantastic stuff.
When you add all those things up together,
Kirichenko there, Alexander Kirichenko, the winner. He earned himself about $68,000 when it was all said and done, courtesy of the deal, and of course that great.
20. More than doubled my buy-in today, so that's good. Plus, I'm playing in tournaments tomorrow. Specifically, it's the tomorrow ones that are going to make the monies. What's this one? Because you start day 2 already in 4. Start day 2 in the money. So lots of tournaments going on tomorrow already. And that's what you do during the week, right? You play all these tournaments during the week for the weekends. Saturday and Sunday. Sundays are brutal. Mrs. Frostmage usually has us doing all sorts of stuff. Sundays are typically just trying to sit down and relax and not do too much. I love it, but Sunday is a work day. I get up 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, and start work. I just grind. That's what it's called. It's called grinding. I just grind all day Sunday. It's like, are you still sitting there? Yes, I am. Because you have to, right? One $26,000 tournament makes up for 4 months, right?
The biggest prize you get on the more.
You just have to do that a couple of times. That's once a month is good enough. But all right, let's come back to our hand here. Same. We raised on the button, called. We had 2 callers, and we hit. As I told our friend One Shot, our friend One Shot, you fight so hard to take the lead, you have to have a good reason not. You have to have a good reason to give up the lead. And because you flop trips on the button, if I had flopped trips and they both checked that, you should still bet. You have to have a good reason to give up the lead. Well, you need them to catch up. You need to. Yes, but what was that flop? Ace 10 8 rainbow. If they had Jack 9, they're still coming along, aren't they? Right? And now what happens when the 2 outer or the 4 outer hits on the other side of it? Sorry, it's 8 outer. 8 outer. If the Jack hits, they have King Queen. Right? They're still calling along. And that's a gut shot. Right? Even though I have one of them, so now it's less than 3 outs. They have less than 4 outs. They have 3 outs. But you still have to punish them for doing that. You have to have a reason to give up the lead. That's what I talked to Who Cares about, or to. That's what I talked to. One Shot about. Gotta have good reasons to give it up. So if you're gonna fight for it, then do that. But if what do you do? He oh yeah, he was under. Was he under the gun? Because he had 2 hands, and I forgot which ones they were. He had 2 hands. One was.
Oh come on, bluff, man! Man, nobody bluffs in this game. Okay.
Yeah, it's Ace King. He has an Ace King, and he's in early position. And the other guy has not that, and it's Ace brick. Right, for the same reason.
Let's go.
And then the turn card. Oh no, he's in position. He's in position. That's what it is. He's in position with his Ace King. The other end of the gun goes to. He raises it.
We still have the 50. Deuce on the turn. 1 time.
He raises it. And then Who Cares? One Shot raises on the button. He 3-bets it. The end of the gun raiser. He just calls it. The flop is Ace 9. No, it's not. It's Ace 10. There's a check, and it gets checked through. And I say this is an error because of what we just talked about. The turn card happens to be a king. Now the other guy bets pot. Right? What?
I have a call here also.
Right, so now you're not going to fold. Now you should just call at this point because you took the lead, you gave up the lead, now this guy takes the lead. Okay, give him the lead. Fine. And then the turn card is river and the guy jams. Of course you're betting, right? You have aces full. You're losing to.
Look at this one.
You have the stone cold here.
Can I win this?
And the other guy turns out has pocket 9s. But what if the 9 comes on the turn? Right? Because you allowed him to get there. You should bet. You fought to keep the lead. You should keep it. All right, what do we got over here? We have Oh, flush draw. Oh, we have a draw, so we're going to call this. Right, we have a club draw, we have a 9 and a 10. Yeah, so now he's going to jam all his chips in.
Everybody calls 9, 10, ace queen. 7 on the flop.
Good luck. Nice. Nice spot. Giggity, giggity.
1 million out.
And we win.
Let's go.
He doesn't like that. Yeah, but we're winning. Well, we're ahead the whole way, as it turns out.
You can do it.
Let's go. Say 7.
Hmm.
Good luck.
Too funny, too funny.
On the 50. Please, one time.
What do we have over here? Let's go check this out.
King one time. King one. No. I was.
Like, does it make any sense? All right, so then we come back to this guy. And I talk about this all the time. Like, this is it. Go read some books on this guy. Go watch some YouTube videos of this guy, Alec Torelli. He talks about the funnel, right? When the guy when you have your hands, your 1326 hands at the top here, as you move down in streets, the flop, the turn, and the river, as you go through, you get less and less hands because you should be putting on a range of hands. Does it make sense that he has those sort of things? What hand does?
I'm completing.
What hand did he have there when the ace comes on the turn for him to jam pot? And that's a legit question. You think it through. But because I have so much out here, I'm like, okay, well, I can still counterfeit. Right? Because I have the 9 clubs, I have the 2 9s, and I have the 2. What was the other card I had?
King guy, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, king. Old king.
So if he has to have a set, basically. And that would be reasonable, but a set jamming on the turn when the ace comes with a set doesn't make sense either, for exactly the same reason. That's why I call. And then on the river, when he calls it off, like, what hand does he have there?
Okay, now I'm looking close.
Like, I have the nuts here, right? Yeah. Either he's got, like, what does he have, king 10? He's got 7 8 7 8 of clubs. That would be a hand. Oh, that thing's coming up. Banned. 888 Poker, go check it out. Giving away tickets. I'm gonna win some more tickets here. This is not a good hand, so we're just gonna get out of the way. Right? None of that makes sense, so we'll just get out of the way. Because I can't even beat Jack High. I can chop him with Jack High. The guy's got us, so he got us. But when you come back to that funnel thing, right? That funnel. Once you're down here on the river, and then something random comes up here, kind of put the pieces together. Does he? So the flop is 6 4 9 and rainbow. I took the lead. I kept the lead. Doesn't make sense that he has any of those things. The turn card is an ace of clubs, and now he jams. So what aces does he show up with? Never ace king, never ace queen. He could have ace 4, and he could have ace 6. But he never has his ace 9, right? Because if he had ace 9, he would check raise on the flop, because he doesn't want to see more cards. Right? Or lead at the flop. So he never has that. The 2 pair, when the ace hits there, like, okay, so that's fine, but it's too late at that one. 7 8 of clubs, I've got that beat. Right? King Queen of clubs, possible, but people don't typically check raise all in or lead all in on a draw. That's not what people do. So they both have the same votes there. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Streamer, all the Ace Tape streamers, and any streamer in the world. It's me, it's Josh Manley, and it's great to have you.
Anyway,
We're going to be
I love poker. Right? I love it.
Had on the,
This guy's on tilt here. I love that as well. This is a 55-cent tournament. I'm not going to go shark scope this guy. That's,
everything normal there.
it's just, no. This guy is he plays way too many hands.
Opponent checks back. Turn 2 pair.
So he
Awesome.
small blind, big blind, called 1, call, raise, call, and then he called it again. And they call it. Do either one of these 2 guys have aces, kings, queens, ace, king, ace, queen in their range?
And 2/3 pot.
Never.
Great from Craig here.
If you had ace king, ace queen, any of those hands I just said, would you just call with those hands in these positions? No? Why do you think that would be cool?
Pairs, pocket nines. They might check that flop.
There it is.
If they had like ace nine,
Oh,
they check the flop.
just because I see a commercial. This is for Rihanna.
Is there
I'm gonna go right back.
that makes us not want to bet here? And if they bet, how do we really want to respond? So I thought, do we want to block? And I actually looked into it to see if Solver wanted to block the small of the river.
It's that time of day.
I wasn't surprised. Said no.
Rihanna,
Check here.
hope you're having a great weekend. It is Friday, so it's a social night for you tonight, right?
Because that can get value from, you know,
Mr. Ray.
Oh, we don't have a great two.
And I think he's playing. Is he playing in a club tonight? Usually that's what he does, right? On a Friday night? Social? But you know what it is. You know what time it is.
Just check back to the one pair hand. That's pair.
Yeah,
Kind
it
of
is.
makes sense. The run out's not nice for either of us.
Let's get it in there. Cheers, big ears.
This is an extremely fun hand to watch, ladies and gentlemen. So watch carefully. Blind versus blind.
This guy's playing lots of hands, and we're just trying to.
We have now got a
It's
hand.
good enough hand to call
And we go to a flop.
in a late position. I probably should just even go to 2.2 in a late position. But this is a shit hand. Don't play this hand.
King on the turn. We have a gut shot. Here's a scary card, I suppose.
Right?
Opponent goes eight.
You have to smash this thing so hard.
The way the hands
It's
play
just
out
not
so
worth it.
far,
This is a better hand than the other one.
you get a cool, you get
So I'm going to do the same as I just said. I'm going to raise this up,
a cool hit. We can't just shut down the first sign of danger. Plus we're still going straight.
raise it up.
And chip leader.
It's suited,
goes
connected.
away.
I'm not in
Third
position
side
here.
bet. That's scary, isn't it? If we call him a wrong here, guys.
So again,
now it's
what hand do they have here?
with like 50 bigs,
Do,
right?
they,
It's
do
a
either one of
scary,
these two guys have
scary
aces, kings,
situation,
queens?
right? I'm
Never.
kind of
But now we
thinking
flop
that their bet size is kind of non-standard.
Uh,
I think they should do way more
a
blocks
4,
here
right?
under the
We have
shove. If
a
they
straight
got,
draw,
like, a straight,
and we have two overcards.
Queen jack shove, 7-8 shove, jack 7
Right.
shove. There's something off about the sizing.
So now we just do the same thing that we just did for the exact same reason. Specifically, we're trying to target this guy.
A very, 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 very brazen move. Re-raise all in.
Josh, you should not use
Got
very.
it.
Drop very from your vocabulary.
You got it. Craig goes to the re-raise all in.
It's very
So
hard.
the second pair
Or
is
is
a
it,
bluff.
or is it
Queen blocks,
extremely
queen
hard?
jack, and 10 blocks, 10s, king 10.
It's
I
very
like the
difficult,
process.
or is it
So he
extremely
calls it.
difficult? Should drop
Craig with
very
the flop.
from your
Craig
vocabulary.
identified something here.
I'm just listening to Josh, man.
It's completely non-standard.
We want this guy to go all in. Right, so now we have king, queen, jack. All those hands are going to call here. Right?
597. There you 1.5.
King, queen of spades should be calling this all day long. The jack of spades probably should be thinking about folding. And I'm going to check, even though I have a 10 high, king, queen, jack of spades are all going to call this flop. So you should be targeting this. But because there's an ace here and I don't have the ace, you're now just looking to check fold. This is just a probing bet.
Another king. They check. What do you think
They're
gonna
just
be, Jack?
checking
We're
to see if
absolutely
I
gonna
have
go
that.
through all of it, I imagine.
Right?
Bets. Infinite. He called Jack 9.
If I'm this guy and I have the king of spades, I would do exactly this as well.
I may well be calling, right? But I'm not snap calling. Craig was the tournament. He's the new champion of the train.
There's a strong likelihood my hand is just the best here. Yeah, because of that. But let's see what these guys have, right? Because I want to see what draw that they have. Because I suspect that one guy has the... Yeah, okay, well there you go. So Habs here has pocket fives. He called it. So he's got 2 outer to my 4 cards. And this guy has king 6 offsuit. 6 of spades. Not even the king of spades. Right? So when it goes 1 there, you cannot possibly think that your 6 high is going to be good if a spade comes. Right? I mean, this is the craziness that I'm talking about. Oh, and he just gets counterfeit there. This is what you're facing when you play poker. Right? Guys like me just sit here and think about this shit all day long.
Wow! Hello. That's fun. Not for the ace king.
Just to be fair, I am chip leader in this tournament, by the way. By 30,000. Let's take a look here. 30,000 is how much? So this is 5.5 bigs, and you 5.5. So it's less than that, right? So I'm more than 30 bigs leader here. Let's go find this Glonkers guy and take a look. Glonkers is the chip leader right now. He's got 212 bigs and I've got 236. So I'm 20
like easily,
more than
like,
25 bigs
especially when he shoves like this, obviously the
over
shove
him.
doesn't want to pull very often, right?
Friday indeed. I'm so ready to get the weekend started. Yes! Fridays! Mr. Ray has the night off from playing. He does have a double gig next weekend. Ooh. Well, that's okay. It's good to have a weekend off every once in a while, right? So you guys can socialize and have like a date night or something like that. And next weekend, double gig. One on Friday, one on Saturday, I'm guessing. Hopefully not too far away from your home. Rihanna lives in Florida. And her husband plays in a band. I might leave a little early today, though. I stayed late last night. That's fair. Yeah. It's 4 o'clock for you, right? So pretty close to heading out right now. All right, I'm just going to take a break real quick. It is that time. Let's have a drink. I will be back in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. And we're back. I kept drinking the whole time that was happening there. So, whew, that was a lot of beverages. You know what I'm saying? What do I have going on here? Oh, wait, I was wanting to see that guy. So I only have the one tournament going on, as you can see. I'm going to actually turn this one off because this is not relevant for today. I want to take a look at this tournament because there's a shit ton of free tournaments on 888 Poker. Go check them out. Again, I don't get paid by 888. I'm not sponsored by them. Not yet, anyway. Oops, there we go. But they have a shit ton of tournaments you can play in and get in there. Most of these ones I can't play in anymore. Starts in 3 days. So it's a Saturday, Sunday. That's like Monday or something, right? Tournament is not intended for play. You will... All right. So there's a tournament that I'm playing in 3 days. Well, let's put this up there. So this is today.
Like I said, there's no race this hour, guys.
This is a duplicate.
No
rename.
race this hour. All right. Oh, this is the new episode of this. Let's watch it.
We need a duplicate. Let's rename this one as well. This is my spreadsheet of the tournaments that I play in.
Game of Gold.
So we have starts. What day does this start? On the 4th.
I haven't seen this one yet.
So let's get rid of these ones because I'm not playing these ones.
He trips out on them.
What is this guy talking about?
I'm selfish, bro.
Chili Canadian. He's obviously commenting on some sort of tournament. Oh wait, this is that Game of Gold thing. Yeah. This is Who Cares was talking about this thing. This is not my shit. David Williams. I've actually played against David Williams. Game of Gold, Poker After Dark. That's why, because Berkey was on there. Maria Ho, Josh Aria, Fader Holtz. I don't know Yarrow. Carol. Yeah, that's a young kid. He said he was retiring. Charlie Carroll. That's it. David Williams. As I said, I've played against David Williams. We all have those stories of playing. It's awesome. It's great. I love it. All right, so this is a... Shark Scope opt-out. I'm just going to... So I know where it is. All right, so this is let's see, this is on the 4th, so this should be a Monday. Starts at 11 p.m. on a Monday. I don't know if that's gonna happen. that's way past my bedtime. Excuse me. What's this one over here? This is a 455 freebie free roll. Probably can't get in this one. Daily Big Shot tickets. Can't start in that one. Anyway, all right, let's get out of this one because there's no more tickets on 888. Free tournaments that I can play at. We're back at it. We're back around the corner here. Oh, these guys are watching each other to see how they play. Yamo's World. GG Poker. I wonder where this guy's from. In Final 9, Int Da 320 Bounty King. I'm guessing the guy is 200,000. Oh yeah, and that's the guy from Live at the Bike. Actually, Mrs. Frost Mage Sisters here. I'm just going to take a quick break. I'll be back in just 1 minute. Right back. right, sorry about that. As I said, Mrs. Frostmage's sister just came and took our little dog out for a walk. And she's just coming back. She went and got me. She got a bag. I mean, I can't believe she got a jalapeno for me. But she got a bag for the jalapeno. What? Why did you get a bag for the jalapeno? Whatever. What are you gonna do, right? So, and I just put it in the recycling that's right here. I have a lot of shit. I have a lot of stuff. 1 second, right back. I'm all about trying to get sponsorship. I would love to have a sponsorship from PBR specifically. So here's a PBR glass. Oh, hello, little dog. She never comes up here. She's obviously smelling something. No. Oh. This is the first time she's ever done this. It's PBR glass. So I can actually pour my beer in the glass so it looks like it, right? That's what you're supposed to do. So I got this glass, which is awesome. And I only have one of those, unfortunately. See, I would have flopped top and bottom on this one, but this hand is such shit. You should not play this. You cannot have confirmation bias, and just because it hit it this time, that it's going to happen every time. Just because 7 deuce does win sometimes, it doesn't hit often enough for you to value playing it. Here's a toque. I think our American friends, they call it beanies, but they're called toques. This is a PBR toque. Fine. Okay, got one of those. What else do I got over here? We're gonna open this one up. And I have like 14 of those. Here is a PBR coffee mug. It does not, unfortunately, and these are by design for sure, does not hold the beer, the beer can, because that would be awesome. That's not to suggest you can't pour beer in there and carry it in. It just does, you can't have that. What is this one? We want to put some chips in here. We're going to raise, we're out of position, so we're going to put a healthy raise out of position into these guys. And then it's fold out the way. So there's 3 things here. Coffee mug, toques, my beer glass. I only have one of those. But I have multiples. I've got bags and bags of this stuff over here. Oh, I have a shower curtain over there. One shower curtain at the trivia contest. Hold on. I do believe that it's like you can see this thing is absolutely full of toques. Right? There's four toques right there. Plus the bag is still full. Right? The box of containers is full of toques. Put the other one back on top here. And I have a bag full of those containers. This is actually a PBR poster. PBR poster that I won. I was going to frame it and just put it up. And I still may do that. And she's Mrs. Frostman. You're not doing that. That's crazy. But I still might do that because I think it would be awesome just to lay this shit all back here. I'm working on it. And of course, I have my PBR shower curtain. Can you see? What's this stuff? PBR shower curtain. Mrs. Frostmage has said no. There's 0 chance you're putting that up in the house. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I don't blame her. Don't blame her. You try to get away with whatever you can, whenever you can, I guess. She's like, no, not doing that. Let's come back to our poker here, because that's what's happening. This is just a folding hand, by the way. Ace-3 offsuit. Don't play this. Even in position, don't play this. If you do play it, this should be a raise fold. Raise it 2.2, 2.3. If you're the first one, if these guys push back against you, just fold out of the way. But my read here is that this is a red player, right? So they're a good shot, good player. When they raise to 2.2, just fold your shit. Now that this ace hit, you should just still be folding here, right? Even though you hit the ace, they have a better ace than you do, right? Isn't that glass awesome? We borrowed this from the pub. Borrowed this from the pub. Hit my Instagram down below. You'll see me holding the trophy because we're trivia peoples. I know lots of useless knowledge. If you're on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and you need to call a friend, you want to call this guy. I know lots of useless shit. We borrowed this coffee mug or this beer mug from those guys. They had PBRs on tap. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. You went to a party a couple weeks. Rihanna says she went to a party a couple weeks ago and that had a PBR mirror. Oh, that is beautiful. I attempted to find a pic. Not sure they make them anymore. I'll attempt to find one. Okay. So, that being said, oops, look at this. All right, so I've got pocket queens against a really good player, and he called that. So he knows I could have any of this. Because I have the queen of spades, I'm still betting this. Right? I don't necessarily have to have the ace here. He could have the spades. He could have an ace. But my hand is not good enough. Now he's saying that he has a spade. And if he has a spade, or sorry, he's saying he has an ace, and that he has the king of spades. Either way, I'm not folding at this point. So now this is a draw. It's a draw for me. The question is, putting in his 49.8, do I have enough odds to hit the 9 outer? 9 plus, so it's a 12 outer. This is questionable. And I missed, and now we just fold. He has an ace though. Alison Souza absolutely has an ace here. And we just fold. Right? We just fold. So the PBR mirror is the same sort of thing as, for me anyway, is the same sort of thing as the shower curtain. Our shower, we don't have a bar. It's an enclosed, glass enclosed fixture. So we can't, even if we could, well no, even if we could, she wouldn't let me put it up. But I can't put this up. I was going to give it away to someone. I was going to give these away as Christmas gifts to our friends next week. But let's take a look. Let's see if I can find that. It's a PBR mirror, huh? That would be awesome. So is it just like a smaller emblem at the bottom? And then you can see yourself and prepare yourself, do your hair, do your makeup, do your prance, whatever you want to call that? Or is it like a vintage Pabst PBR woman framed mirror? What's this one? There's a 6. This is a mug. There's a couple of different like etched glassing. Here's one of a. This guy has to have a king here. What sort of king does Habs Poker have? All right, we'll give that one up as well. I'd much rather have this other one that's 1981 Beko Pabst PBR mirror. Real taste. It's a picture of the mirror and the emblem. That's one that would go in the back here. Again, Mrs. Frostpage is going to let me do that too often, I think. Anyway. Well, let's just keep going here. We have decent hands and we want to punish those limpers. So this is the way it is. Who is this guy? Yermo? Some sort of Canadian guy. He's watching someone else's program. This is Go for Gold. This one. What's this one? Poker OG. What's this one? So this is the same. So what pairs is he having here? You got a deuce, you got a 5. What do you have here? Yeah, that didn't make any sense at all, but that's exactly why you do that, right? Well, going on a rip here. I'm getting beat up pretty hard on that one. So let's slow down a little bit. Oh, this is crap as well. Abers M2, that's World of Warcraft. Who else is on here? Peanut, CG Poker, Katraz, League of Legends. All right. Anyway, we're not gonna look at that. I'm actually looking for poker, but someone from Europe, which is French. They are French. So let's find someone else here. Roto Gluon. Let's see who that is. Rediffusions Recop. They are also French. It is probably 11 o'clock, 10 or 11 o'clock in France right now. So there's lots of people coming on. This is why I usually play poker in the afternoon, like right now. But people start heading home, Europeans. Party Poker's in Europe. 888 Poker's in, I think Party Poker's in Lithuania. And 888 Poker is in Romania, maybe? Something like that. So far, none of the ones I'm finding look like it. Yeah, I just did a quick search as well and gave a couple ideas. Again, you know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, I got a lot of PBR stuff. I drink a lot of their beer. You know what sound that is? That sounds like The Weeknd. It has a logo on each end and a small mirror in the middle. Yeah. I should slow that down because I probably drank that first beer real quick. Mrs. Frostmage is going to her girlfriend's place tomorrow night. So I am flying solo. Starting to wonder if it might have had something else with it. Maybe. I don't know. The typically companies don't like to share, right? And there's another guy. There's a lot of people that are raised for fun. Is the guy's name? Classic Season of Discovery. Never heard of that one. World of Warcraft Classic Season of Discovery. Dead by Daylight. Ooh. Pools, hot tubs, and beaches, huh? For you pervs. With someone to check out. It's this one. Oh, I got moved. Let's go get the table here. This one here. This is the only table we have going on, by the way. So, this is it. I'm starting to wind my day down, is what I'm trying to get at. I think I should have a nap. It's 3:30. Have a nap for 20 minutes before Mrs. Frostmage gets home, before I have to make dinner. Botez. This is she's a poker pro. Let's click on her stream and see what she's got going on. It says she's on, but maybe she just went offline. Oh, I think she did just go offline. Oh wait, this is the poker girl. Poker, sorry, the chess. Andrea Botez? This is not the right. This is not the same person, I think. Alex Botez. Alexandra Botez, yes. This, I think she played poker, played chess and then went to poker. Yeah, I think that's right. I should probably follow this person, huh? Followed by Skull Mike Poker. I think I'm following him. Brooke Abe. I don't know who that is. Followed by Dr. Mike. We'll follow Botez. Who's Brooke Abe? Oh, I'm actually following Brooke as well. For the same reason. Jack 4 offsuit gives me his whole stack. Wow. I vaguely recall Brooke here. I'd have to actually go on my phone and look it up. I don't recall how or why, but I'm sure I was following this person. But Andrea Botez is she's a poker player now. She's played live at the Bike, or maybe it's Poker After Dark. I forget which, but she plays poker. I got some really hard works yesterday or earlier on today. Oh, I guess. Oh, here it is. Welcome to Botez Live, a chess show hosted by two sisters. They both play poker, or both play chess. I knew that was the connection. Alexandra and Andrea both grew up playing chess competitively and represented Team Canada. They're Canadian. I had no idea. Oh, kudos to that then. Yes, obviously one made the switch over to from chess to poker while they both play poker. Who's the other guy? Magnus. He also plays chess. He switched over to poker as well. Magnus. Chess. Magnus Carlsen. That's it. That guy's a young guy as well, right? He's like probably 28 or some shit like that. He just retired as a world champion as well. It's super smart guy. But there's a lot of correlation between playing poker and chess because of the logic that's involved with it, as well as the seeing the moves ahead. Right. So I mean, I've talked to. Oops, where's my thingy here? The knack. I talked to One Shot about this, right? If you had this type of cards in this position, what's the best way to get chips, right? Your goal is to extract chips, not to win pots. There's a correlation between those two things, but I saw, what do I mean by that? Mrs. Frostmage and I went and played in a poker tournament, a live poker event, and I played a total of 6 hands in 3 hours. The guy beside me played 96% of his hands. At the end of maybe it was in 2 hours. I played 6 hands in 2 hours. At the end of the 2 hours, we had the exact same amount of chips. This guy played a shit ton of pots, and I played selective pots. But we have the exact same amount of chips. That's what I'm trying to get at. This guy didn't know that Mrs. Frostmage and I were a couple together, so I end up busting out. My aces goes down to pocket sixes, which is fine. And I get up and leave and say thank you to the table. I leave, and he says, "What the fuck's that guy's problem?" He was check raising me like it was his daytime job, and the whole table laughed, which is the whole point. But Mrs. Frostmage shared that. I just absolutely loved it. But point is that your job is to win chips, not to win pots. Small pot, small pot, small pot. But then you get people in. So be selective in the hands that you're playing, you're choosing, and get them to put their chips in there, right? Right there, as Kara says, your goal is to find out what it is that they are doing, extrapolate, figure out what is it they're doing, and then disappoint them by not doing that. Right? Chess and poker, you are logically thinking ahead in the moves. How do you get more chips in there? How do you not get? How do you defend the chips that you have? Rounders, which is now 25 years, no, maybe 20 years old, at least 20 years old, maybe 22, 23. Right? This is a shit hand, by the way. This is a raise fold, right? Push 2.2 because you want it in there. If anyone pushes back, just fold this out. I have enough chips that you can do that. If I had 20 chips, I would not do that. I have 85, 83. Put these guys on the pressure. Now, what do you know? This guy just calls. Is he ever calling with aces, kings, queens? Ace, king, ace, queen? No. So here's that funnel thing that he talks about. Alex Riley talks about the funnel. He never has those hands. So if there's no king, queen coming through, my hand's probably pretty good here. We're going to 3-bet now, a little bit more. Now we're putting pressure on this guy, but this guy now knows I have a decent hand. This should go heads up against this guy, right? He may come over the top, and that's the question. So he has to have aces. He never has aces here, by the way. So he never has aces, kings. He might have ace, king here. He never has fives, sevens. He never has pocket jacks. I'm just beat here. I'm just beat. Yeah. And that's good, which is, this is the logic that I just talked about. How do you know you're beat? He's pushing back against me, and he would do that with ace, king. Potentially ace, king. But there's none of that, right? If he had aces, kings, queens, why would he bet pot like that? Right? Just logic. If you had aces, kings, queens, would you bet that way? No. Then why do you think someone else is going to bet that way? I've said that several times to One Shot. Right? Makes sense. Oops. Didn't mean to do that one. Sorry about that. Okay, let's keep going over here. Extract chips. That's what we're looking for. This tournament, I am level 10 with 2 minutes left to go. It goes until the end of level 12, so we got about 16 minutes or so until the end of the rebuy. You should read books, you should read articles, you should watch YouTube videos. So that's part of the training that people are talking about. Or that's part of the training. That isn't the training, but that's part of the training. You train with purpose. My coach in university told me that. Train with purpose. I didn't quite understand what he meant and about it at the time. I just kind of show up every day and did what he told me to do, and ran stairs here and lost weight there, and competed in this sort of a way, and all the other stuff that goes with it. Right? This is not a very good hand, so it's just, I got to hit a set. It's just so bad. You have to hit a set here. You're out of position. If I raise here, this guy's going to call, right? Or he's going to come over the top. The fact that this guy did this is the same thing. He doesn't have any of this stuff. This is actually a good card for me. The 9 is a good card for me. Yeah, see? Right? This is like an ace-king type hand. There's no aces, no kings, right? So is this. This is like an ace-king, ace-queen type hand. But they don't have any of that. There's no ace, no king. You can bet it out. Yeah, it's just, it gets me all salivating. We are on the 1st today. So let's get this one. Ace Jack is a pretty good hand on the button, so we'll raise it up. We don't have to raise as much because we're on the button. We can raise smaller. If you're in the small blind or the big blind, you should make a larger raise, and then you almost always have to follow it up, depending on what the flop comes. Because these two guys both called, I know that my hand's not going to be good enough. That's why I would just call with the 8s. Hopefully hit the 8. Don't do that, by the way. That's terrible strategy. Don't plan on that. But if you can hit the 8, that's sweet. This is the... All right. 8 max. This is a bigger tournament this time. Throw some more chips at it, I guess. Mrs. Frostmage, you think she's going to be home in an hour? I can just play poker all day long. It's absolute shit. I shouldn't do that, though. There we go. So we've got 2 more turns now. Or 2 tournaments on the go. Rana says she stands corrected. It's a stained glass. I remember getting a picture at the event with it in the back. Oh. Alright, let's take a quick look here. Stained glass sign? Oh yeah, so that... And you think there was a mirror in the middle. A vintage PBR beer faux stained glass. I mean, it's not to suggest that this is the right one, but... You know. Just taking a look at some of the images for us for beer signs, vintage PBRs, ribbon beer. Just looking at the images. Excuse me. All right, so this is a shit flop as well. I mean, so we just check it out. Get out of the way. This is getting worse. There's 0 cards that can come here that you're going to win with. Right? Now there's heart draws on there. There's, right? This is just all fold. There's nothing wrong with raising this. I don't really like it, but it's just because I'm playing so many hands that this is in line with what I would do. But I don't have an aces, kings, queens, jacks, tens, aces, ace, king, ace, queen, ace, jack, ace, 10. All of those you should be leading with. So you can do the same thing. Just pocket, like 7 deuce is a good raise there because it just stands to reason, right? Just logic. Magnus Carlsen. That guy's got some mad chess skills. So I'm in this on the big blind, I guess, with pocket 5s. Let's call to see the flop. Madwin raised 2.2 under the gun, so he could have all sorts of this, right? Yeah, ace king, ace queen. That's reasonable. This should be a bet here. Yeah. So it's just 60% a pot. I mean, that's just what you do, right? I can't beat any of that, so let's get out of the way. If he knows. I'm in 8th place in this tournament. IG Jason Kuzma. Got lots and lots of history with that guy. He is in 2nd place, so just be respectful. this one? Let's get out of the way of all these ones. I got nothing here. Got a queen? That doesn't make any sense. Still be calling here. Yeah, oh, well, there we go. What is this? So Andrea Botez, in addition to playing chess and poker, it looks like she did 5 rounds of boxing. Good for her. Having some mad respect for this girl all of a sudden. This young woman, sorry. This young woman. I think she's 24 and her sister is 20. So just young peoples. Poker Bro Online, 5,000 Nexo Poker. It's following. So this is like pocket. Let me come over the other one here. Just show what I'm talking about. Check Discord. Okay, yeah, for sure. This one here. Oops, I got the same table twice. What the hell? Give me 1 second here. There we go. This is a pocket 9. This is not a king, by the way. Right? Just looking at Discord. Is that Mr. Ray? I'm not going to show that to the crowd, just so you know. This is not for me to show, but that's awesome. I don't know why I was thinking that he played a different instrument than that. What is that called? It's one of those like a blues guitar maybe, where you sit down at the thing and it's the steel thing on your finger and you play it this way, but it's on a table. That's what it looks like. Yeah, so I guess it's on his thumb, right? So he's got it this way, and it looks like he's got some picks on his fingers, maybe on his thumb and his pointer finger, right? So he's playing it this way. Well, you know, can't believe I just did that. But yeah, that's awesome. Twitch stream. Jen Bastard. No, this is not the right one. YouTube made a quiz? What? Let me open that up. 888 Poker made a Twitch thingy. Alexandra Botez tried to bluff Phil Ivey for how much? That was 4 months ago. Introducing Wildcard Poker, a hilarious home game. Jack Mate. 9s versus 10 deuce. Like 10 deuce offsuit? Come on, man. Jeez, no respect. What is this one? I'm trying to find this this thingy here. KO giveaways. What's this? And hand for the knockout contest, casual 100 big blind pot with 9-5 offsuit to get 2 bounties and $11 mystery. When you play in that shit, I guess, you decide to put your money in position with 9-5 offsuit. What's that telling you here? That's the takeaway. Right? All right, what's this one over here? One big, I gotta call this one for sure, right? Right, so we flop top pair. We're just gonna check it to We're going to check this over here, but we're not folding this, right? We're checking it to this. Yeah, see, it's the ace that did us in here, not the king. And there it is, right? It's the ace that did us in, not the king. We got this guy beat, but yeah, I should have followed my read there. Pedal steel guitar, thank you. Apparently they can still be bought, just have to find one available. Here's an Etsy link. With the listing, yeah. One also sold on eBay. All right, well, let's go take a look at this. Let's open up a window and yeah, that's the same one I was just looking at. Yeah, this is it says it's $106 Canadian. What was the one I was just looking up? Yeah. PBR stain glass sign. 1983. That's the list of this one. 1983 PBR acrylic stained glass sign. Yeah, that's the very first one that shows up. Like that's awesome. As described, expert packing and shipping. The sweatshirt I ordered is in great condition, shipped to me in a timely manner. Pleased with. Shirt arrived quickly, just as described, photographed, and on and on and on. That's awesome. Fit perfectly. Oh, this is I thought it was a PBR shirt. It's not a PBR shirt. Oh wait. Yeah, I'll take a look at that for sure. Thank you so much for looking that stuff up and sharing that with me. I like it. What's... Oh, I see what the problem is. I see what I did wrong here. I screwed a little bit of this up somewhere along the way here. All right, let's get back into it here. Pedal steel guitar, 3 picks. Oh, 3 picks. Okay, I just saw the 2, so obviously I missed one. Yeah, it's 2 fingers and the thumb. I only saw the thumb and the pointer finger. All right. Gotta be getting close to home time for you, right? It's a quarter to the hour. You deserve going home 50 minutes early on the weekend. We are... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Shit. I did that. I didn't mean to do that there. Oops. I was trying to check. 15 out of 66 in this side. What is this? This is a 7 max. that I didn't even put on here. Wow, I'm so bad at this. Seven max, deep stack, in for this amount, and for this. And then I'm gonna rebuy for 15. Okay, so much on the go here. I mean, this is just a snap call here. Right? Just chop that shit up. I'm 15 out of 66 on this. No problem. Right? 15 out of 66 on this one. This other one, 8 minutes till break. Level 3, 10 rounds to go. Not gonna play anymore. Gotta make dinner for Mrs. Frostmage. Bit. Heading out to start my weekend. Yes. And I already opened another one. I cannot have one more. Can't. I can't do it. Heading out to start my weekend. Good luck with the rest of the tournament, and have a great weekend. You as well. I look forward to seeing you and the girls stream. Let's give a quick shout out again before we finish that off. Shout out for Rihanna. Hopefully she'll be streaming here. I missed her the last time. She did a 4-hour stream last week, and I did miss it. Astra Lynn. Oops. Lynn. There we go. Astra Lynn. Go check her out. Who else is on there? Shout out to It's Just Sparkle. Right? So that's the core of the girls stream. Those 3 girls, they do a girls stream every Sunday, starting at 11 o'clock my time. Go check them out. I find it absolutely awesome. They drink a shit ton of booze, shots, and icky beers and all the other stuff that goes with it. Go check it out. It's the way he's holding the hand in the pic when he's talking to someone. Yeah, he's got. Yeah. She sent me a picture of Mr. Rihanna, and he plays in a band, right? And he's playing the pedal steel drum. Oh, sorry, pedal steel guitar. My bad. Anyway, that's what we're talking about. Go check all those guys out. They're awesome. Rihanna, I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Hold on, Todd. Let me be the person that we all want to be, and Godspeed on your weekend. Have a great weekend. That's right. I gotta finish this one first before I finish that one, but that one is for you. Okay, we're continuing on. We're just gonna finish up these tournaments, and that'll be the end of the day for today. Break in 5 minutes. I want to give a huge shout out to all the people that tuned in today to watch, that came and went, people that are just tuning in right now, people that are going to check this clips, because there's 2. There's part A and part B today. Check out the clips on my YouTube channel down below. I'm absolutely blown away, I have like 300 views or some shit like that on my YouTube channel of me playing yesterday. Or maybe it was 2 days ago. I'm like, what? How did that happen? It's awesome. I hope it's because you're not laughing at me because I play poker so poorly. But I wouldn't be shocked or surprised if you did. Either way, go check it out. My YouTube channel is down below, as well as I think on my Discord. Let's see, can I get my Discord up? I'm not gonna lie, we'll have to update that link. But if you come into my Discord channel, we certainly chat. If you come in, we will talk in real time and talk about hands and whatnot. But I did add a channel on my Discord link, so you can have access to those as well. The Knack gave me 6 cheers. Shut the front door. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you. Was that on there before and I didn't? It was obviously on there before and I just... Again, I'm so bad at this stuff, right? I do apologize. But Knack's been hanging out here for a bit. Love it. Hopefully he's listening in and goes, "You're an idiot. What the hell are you talking about? That is not how you play that hand." Knack's got some shit. He knows what's going on. Oh, here's aces again. Let's come over to this other table. This is aces again. Stella. Oh, I had aces and I worked it through there to get caught up. So this guy's got Jack 9 suited in the small blind. He's got 4 deuce and he flops 2 pair. This guy is, so it's all in there, right? This guy gets a full double up off of this guy. Now we're going to get all those chips in there. The rest of those chips are in there. He should jam this as well. Look. Well, gotta avoid a 7-outer, I think. More than that now. No, now I get all of it. It is what it is. Plays itself. I think I'm in 12th place out of 54 in this. Who gets paid? 23 get paid out of this. We got to lose half of the field. Over half of the field right now. 54 people left. 23 make the money. Flop middle pair. That's good enough for a bet. Oops. Got the wrong one here. See, we'll take down that. Deliciousness. I'm going to have to update a spreadsheet here in a wee bit. 2 minutes. Can I hold out 2 minutes? It's how I roll. It's what I do. We talked a little bit about this before, right? Just try to surround yourself with people that put out good vibes. That's what I try to be. That's what I try to do. I was watching a different streamer. I was following that streamer for a bit because I liked what he was putting out, at least for the first little bit. And then I saw him flip out on someone. Right, so here's the tournament that we're playing at. So this is sponsored by Party Poker. Right, he's playing on Party Poker, as are the other 5 people at this table. He was asking for sponsorship and looking for sponsorship from Party Poker. And so when this guy made a shitty call, well, not a shitty call, but he made a call that the player, the hero, didn't like. The hero called this guy out and said, "What a shitty call it is. You're a worst fucking player I've ever played," and yada yada. It went like this for a while, and I just unfollow. Right? Why do you want to be around that? Why do you want to be connected to that? Right? If you own Party Poker, you're saying that behavior you just saw, that is what you want. That's the person you want to represent your brand. Is that it? Put in context, I did the exact same thing on. Was following a guy on World of Warcraft. And we were doing like a 9, a 10, a 12. I forget exactly what it was all the way through. And he just kind of helped it out and went this, that, the other thing. We got to the final boss and then he started ripping into me. And I just like, what? Unfollow, right? As it turns out, like within a couple of hours of that, and I don't think there's any correlation between those two things. Within a couple of hours of that, the guy, like someone gave me, I'm just going to fold here, right? That's a great fold. Yes. I lost 1 big on that. 1 big to that. Someone gave me a subscription to the guy's channel. I never went to it because I don't want to be surrounded with that. No one wants to feel that way. No one wants to be treated that way. Don't go see that shit, right? Surround yourself with good people. On that note, Raina's out. She's going to head off to work. It's break time. Back in 4 minutes. Let's finish off this beverage as we head into the break. All right, friends, we're back at it. Got like 30 seconds left. Just checking out. What? Mrs. Frostmage sent me a message and I missed it. That's shocking. Shocking. Oh, this is... Oh, I see. Obviously, I missed that. All right. Mrs. Frostmage's sister. Get rid of that one. Chance of me ever going vegan? None. Absolutely none, but in yellow. I love it. Love it. All right, we're back at it. These let's figure this shit out. This one here, I'm 12th out of 48, and 23 make the money. So, as I said, just over half of the field at this point. Our last table for the day, this is going to be tough. I'm 39 of 46 with level 4. Like, there's just so much time left in this one, right? I have one bullet in each of these tournaments, so I'm going to have to update my spreadsheet as well for it. And just keep going and doing what we're doing. Ace Queen is much too good not to raise that up. And in the cutoff, so it just kind of looks like. So we're going to put some pressure on here. Roto-Rooter? I just caught the name there. That's awesome. We're in position. It's 2. This is not Ace King, Ace Queen, right? It's not that. So I do think we have to hit here. Yeah, that'll work. Either one of those, I was gonna say, either one of those two cards is going to work here. It's heads up. So he has to have aces, kings, queens, right? And he doesn't have any of that, so that's why we still have to bet here. You hit top. Let's just play it. No, you don't want to slow play. Slow playing is not a good strategy. The player pool is at such a level that you can play your hand essentially face up and beat the game, right? $14 out of 46 here. And this is a 50-cent tournament, so I'm not going to put anything into this, but put some money in there. Because it just screams that we have like a 10 or something like that, right? It just screams like we have a 10 or something like that. So now we just check back, right? Yeah. See? It just screams like we have some sort of 10 or shit like that. Now we trap the guy in there. Boy, you called, right? He's laughing at that. You called all the way along. You have no idea if I have the 10 or not. Now I happen to hit the queen on the river, which is fine, but that doesn't change the fact that you're still calling along. This is why out of position, just fold that shit. You're in trouble. Someone's showing aggression, just give it up. Doesn't matter. So now we have the same thing. How many aces are in? Oops. How many aces are in this one? And this is what I was talking about. I have. This is a hand I was saying with the 10. It looks like I have a 10 here because I bet accordingly. And he calls. It turns out he actually had the 10, and I hit the queen on the river, and then he comes firing out. So now we have that funnel thing approaching here. How many kings does he have in his hand? What king does he have to make that worthwhile to do that? Right? The board is king 10-3 all rainbow. He's a small blind. I'm the big blind. He just limps. No, I think he limped it. I raised, and then the king 10 comes. So now I bet there's 2.8 in there, and I bet 1.5. What king does he have to call along? Does he have ace king, ace queen, ace king, ace queen, king, ace king, king queen, king jack? No, he has none of those hands, right? Because he would be the one betting. There's only two of us. It doesn't make sense that he had that. So now we just come down to that funnel thing I was talking about before. Right there, Alex Torelli. Go YouTube. Let's see if I can find it. I'll even do it for you. You don't even have to do the work for you. There's two on here. How to put your opponents on a range of hands. How to hand read like a pro in poker. Both of these are from 4 years ago. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. I'm going to trust that this is the right one though. Let's leave that. I'm just going to put it play in the background.
It's Alex Torelli. Welcome back to an episode of the Hand of the Day from the Win Macau.
All right, so it's not hand of the day. So he did some of this. He owns a Conscious Poker, something like that.
One of the bigger games, I jumped into a 100-200 game. I also did this because it's a great way to warm up, and just like other athletes end up warming up before they play a match, I find that when I first stay back in Macau,
Let's add this.
Game or whatever's running the super big game, and end up playing when I'm just kind of getting back into the swing of poker, back into being here, back into the mindset of being a poker player.
That's the link I'm watching right now.
When you first take that trip to Vegas, especially if you're
It's talking about hand reading, right? The title is How to Put Your Opponents on a Hand Range. And he'll go through this funnel thing that I'm talking about. This is the one I keep promoting and talking about. He does this so well.
And big blind checks. So pot is 800. Flop comes Jack, 10, 3, 2 diamonds. I bet 700. Fold, button calls. Turn is a deuce. I bet 2,500. Button calls. So in this spot, I'm putting the button on a pretty weak hand. Maybe he has something like a gut shot with a flush draw. I mean, after all, he limped on the button. So we have to
You could still have King Queen.
what he can have in the
King Queen of Diamonds would still do that here.
probably doesn't have a strong hand, especially because he limped after a limper. And he just flat called the flop on Jack 10-3. There really aren't that many two-pair combos he can have. Maybe he has like Jack 3 suited or 10-3 suited, but he shouldn't really have those hands pre-flop. I also have a Jack which blocks Jack 10, and he didn't raise me on the flop, and he didn't raise me
I
on
wouldn't
the
put
turn.
him on that type of a hand.
The best hand pretty much 100% of the time. So I really don't see a hand that he can have that's better than mine. Maybe he has like King Jack offsuit, but he'd probably raise with that pre-flop. So I'm discounting a lot of these hands based on how he played the hand. And you can see I use what's called a funnel.
All right, so here is the funnel thing that he's just talking about. So he actually talks about this, and he's doing the exact same thing I am. This funnel thing, right? I'm fair. Like this is just a. There's not like this is just a fold. I think I was ahead here. This fits that range that he's in there. This is just a fold. I'm pretty sure I was ahead before that, but he should be folding that, right? And that's what I do. We'll give a little bit of wide berth on this, but I'm sure my hand was ahead and I got counterfeit on the end. The fact that he checks on the turn leads me to that conclusion. And if he checks on the turn, I know that my hand is good. Ace comes, just get out of the way. Right? All right, so let's come back to this video. I'm actually going to add this video into my Discord as well. I think after this is done, I think I'm going to listen to this more, because this is Torelli's doing exactly the same sort of thing. He lays out his hand here in the first. It's only a 5-minute and 19-second video. Go check it out. But as he's talking about this, there's this funnel. He talks, and I'm just looking at the thing right now. The graphics of Torelli's thing. He's got game position at the top. He's got the pre-flop. He's got the actions on the left side and the action on the right side. Pre-flop hand range, after flop hand range, after turn hand range, after river hand range. And because of closed captioning, there we go. Get rid of the closed captioning. Hand shown at the showdown. So he's showing this funnel as it goes, and he's going to say in here in this 5-minute 19 video, as you go down, once you get down to here, you can't just automatically jump back up. This does not have those type of hands. So if they can't have those kind of hands, you should be calling their bluffs. This is how you bluff catch. Right? Does it make sense that they have that type of hand? Right? I was playing a couple times earlier on. I said the same sort of thing. He's calling down with ace high here. Right? He has to have ace high. He can't beat anything else except. So he has to call down with ace high. It's an either or. And if he calls down with ace high and he's wrong, then that's fine. He just gets worked over. But if he is, this is the same sort of thing. Big B Fox, he should know that I'm on a flush draw and that this guy's on a flush draw. Let's take a quick look at this thing. 50,000, I got 30,000 chips. So this is a good, nice bet here. Healthy size. And it's a $1.10. Fuck it. Let it rip. Now he only has to bet like 15. He doesn't have to bet 15. He only has to bet 10. But it's an either or, right? He should bet 15 here. He's bet twice into that. And he doesn't, right? Oops, I guess I'm looking at this other one. What's happened here? This table is still going, still acting, and this table is not. So what hand is he going to call down here with? That'd be awesome if this gets through. This will be awesome if this gets through. Right? He has to have the exact hand I thought he had. That absolutely made sense, right? Oh, that's so good. I gotta clip that one. Let me put this one up again. Oh, when the hand read is so good, it makes me do one of these. Right? Even if I'm wrong, the hand read is so good. It doesn't make any sense that he has that type of a hand. So it's an either or. Right? It's an either or for him, and it's an either or for me. No big deal. Love it. This is the 8 max. I'm in for 2 buy-ins now. We have 62 players, and this one is 122. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, let's come back to Torelli's thing here. And he's talking about putting him in the hand range. Hand range funnel. Help narrow my opponent's range down. Yes, that's exactly it. So I did the exact same thing here. Either he's on this draw or he's not. But he cannot have this type of a hand because it doesn't play that way. Okay? And that's just what he said. How he's based on how he played that hand. That doesn't make sense that he has that. All right. So again, talking about this video, he didn't raise pre-flop, so he doesn't have a big pair. So this is the same thing: aces, kings, queens, ace, king, ace, queen. This is things that I've said as well, and this is absolutely in line with what he was talking about. He didn't raise the flop, which means he doesn't have a set. I'm not sure that that's correct, right? like most things, you give up a little bit of equity to give them every opportunity to continue on, right? Yeah, if he doesn't have equity to that, then he's not going to have that, right? So I'm not sure that that's correct. I don't. Fundamentally, I don't agree with Torelli on this. He didn't raise the flop, so he doesn't have a set. Does that mean that the only time he raises the flop is when he has a set? I don't think that's correct. That doesn't make sense. He didn't raise the turn, so he doesn't have 2-pair. I think that is correct, right? I usually make my move. There you go. Pay attention. I usually make my move on the turn because based on that hand funneling thing, you want to see all your cards as much as possible on the flop. Who cares? This is for you. On the flop, you want to see as many hands as possible. Oh, this is a big hand developing. Let's come back to that in just a moment. What hand does he have to min raise here? Right? He doesn't have aces, kings, queens here. This is like 6, 7s, 8s, which is all in line with this. Okay? This is just a fold at our point now, but there's no way this guy has aces, kings, queens here. I raise a 2.2 and he goes to 2.4 with aces, kings, queens. Not a fucking chance he does that. No way. Let's watch this for just a second. Hopefully we get to see what this guy has, but there's no way he has aces, kings, queens here. This is like, again, 7s, 8s, 9s. Yeah, 7, 8, 9s, 10s. Let's see what he's got here. He's not folding here. Oh, ace 9. Oh, there it is. There it is. Right? But that's exactly it. There's no way he has that type of a hand. Again, you just put him on ranges, right? Which is what Torelli is talking about in this video. So I got called the 2-pair king, as it turns out. 2-pair guy, 2-pair rock. When I was playing Limit, they called me the rock. Because I'd only raise with aces, kings. Aces, kings, queens. That's it. I would not raise with ace, king. Because I understand intuitively how shitty of a hand that is. Right? That doesn't make sense to do those things. Okay. Kristen. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to have that. So we continue on. So if he doesn't raise on the turn, you can start eliminating hands from his range. That's correct. So in the Torelli video, we see on the turn, it's Jack of diamonds, 10 of diamonds, 3 of spades, 2 of clubs, in that order. Torelli is in the small blind and our villain is in the button. It's unlikely when Torelli leads on the turn that the villain has 2-pair. If he just calls, it's unlikely that he has 2-pair. But the fact that Torelli is saying that he has 2-pair on the turn and he doesn't raise, no. If you have 2-pair, you should be leading here. And it just depends on which 2-pair you have, right? But how many Jack deuces does he have in his hand? How many Jack 3s does he have in his hand? Jacks or 10s. If you have Jacks or 10s, you should raise your hand to protect your hand. Because any flush draw is going to come along. And I've talked about this several times, or even earlier on today. If you have a flush draw on there, the king, queen of diamonds, ace, queen of diamonds, should just call. It should not raise when it's in position. Because it's a drawing hand nonetheless. If you're going to raise, you want to raise on the turn, pray that the guy checks you on the turn so you can see, right? This is the move that Who Cares and I did in our limit days all the time, because you're trying to get the free card. If you're out of position, you're still just check calling, check calling, check calling, right? This is the same sort of thing. This is just a hand that does well by seeing all the cards. There's no reason to raise here because you can't beat anything that this guy has. So don't try to beat anything this guy has. The fact that he just called this, I mean, now we can probably call off 1. And now it's worse because now we have a gut shot to the 10. But if there's a 10 here, you shouldn't fear that. He's got a 4. He's got a 5. What hand does this guy have here? He's got a 5 in that? No, he doesn't have a 5. Yeah. Well, now we'll just chunk it in here against that guy. I mean, it doesn't make sense that he has that type of a hand, right? But he has ace, king, ace, queen, but he completely whiffed. This guy raised, and he led into him. We don't want any more cards. Put this guy to the test. Ace 9. So now it's queen versus 9. He's got 3 outs. That's it. 3 outs. Now he's getting a little bit more on the turn, but now he's out because he thought incorrectly. And now we're back exactly where we were just a moment ago. Right? This is what Trolley's talking about. So if you have a set of 3s, so Trolley's hand, Jack 10 of diamonds, Jack of diamonds, 10 of diamonds, and 3 of spades. Trolley's leading the whole way. What hands are you hoping he has there? If you have a set of 3s, you should raise on the flop and want to see what happens on the turn. What if our hero has ace king of diamonds, ace queen of diamonds? If you had ace king or ace queen of diamonds, would you c-bet? Yes, you would. Then why do you think they wouldn't? So you protect your hand because you don't want them to, you don't care if the ace or the king comes off or the ace or the queen. What you care about is if the diamond comes off. But if you had ace king or ace queen of diamonds on the king or the jack of diamonds, you would chunk it in there. So let her rip. Diamond, diamond. Oh, so close. We're going to be out of that tournament, and that's okay because I'm tired of, don't want to play anymore. That's terrible, by the way. That's terrible. What do we have here? This is the 8 max. There's 70 people in this one, and we're out in 56th place. Fine, whatever. It's been fun. I've had a very good day today, all things being equal. Let's see what else Trolley keeps going on about this. Let's see what this guy has, right? So again, I just did the exact same thing that it didn't make any sense that he had that. And he got, so he called me down with a 9 when the board didn't pair before, but it makes sense that call. He's out of position. He bet, I called. He bet, I called. He checked, I raised. All right, I bet, right? So again, this hand reading thing that we're talking about, it doesn't make sense. He's still on a draw. I disagree slightly with Torelli here on some of the stuff, but this funnel thing he's talking about has served me really, really well. Again, I'm going to connect it here, and I'll put it into my Discord later on to talk about.
And really getting a clear idea of what your opponent actually has. Now we get to the river, which comes in offsuit 5, and here I was pretty tempted to bet for value, trying to get value. So
5 on the river. What ace 4s? So this is the same sort of thing, right? Ace 4 of diamonds. That's the only hand that kind of gets there, right? Ace 4 diamonds or 4-6 of diamonds. That doesn't make sense, right? Ace Jack would still call along here.
Value from something like a 10 because he's the VIP or a weak Jack, but I also realized that all the draws missed, and something that's important to do in spots like these is have a calling range.
What is their calling range?
Checking here, allow your opponent to bet and bluff, and then fold all of your hands. Otherwise, you're going to be too exploitable, and you're not going to be able to pick off bluffs when your opponent has a hand that's weak. So because I'm playing against someone that has a very wide range, he's likely to play any 2 cards in this position, I think check calling leads to a higher result. Even though I might be giving up value sometimes that he has a 10, and check
Might be giving up some value sometimes, but in the long haul. Yeah.
again, I'm not even considering the times that I have the worst hand, because if I have the worst hand, I bet he's going to call, I'm going to lose. I check, he bets, I'm going to call, he's going to win. So regardless of what happens, I'm going to lose the same money when I'm behind. So you're really just trying to evaluate what to do when you're ahead and how to win the most money possible.
This is such a good video.
10K, which is more than the pot. And here, this bet size is very, very polarizing.
Take out very, very out of your vocabulary. It's very, very polarizing. So the guy, the pot is 7.2K and he bets 10K. And as Torelli's saying, this is a polarizing bet. Let's come to my hand here. This is the same. What hand does he have here? Does he have aces, kings, queens? We can never let this guy see the flop for cheap. Our hand should still be good enough of time, but I'm not going to call down to try to find that shit out. Let's get out of the way. Yeah, we're good on the turn, but to get there, he doesn't have aces, kings, queens. He doesn't have ace, queen, right? Specifically, he doesn't have ace, king. So we get there on the turn, but he's calling in position with a worse hand, and he only has ace. Like he has queen 10. Queen Jack, right? Oh shit, there's an ad coming up right away. My bad. We have Queen 7 into this board. We'll just get out of the way. No big deal here. I think there's only 3 tables left in this. Oh, there's 4 tables here. Let's open up one. We're just going to get out of the way. I mean, we don't have any of this, right? Jack 9. So he flops 2 pair, and the other guy flops an open ender. Right, and he hits the open ender, so that's just the way it is. This is what you get for playing Jack 9, right? Jack 9, not in position. What do you think is going to happen here? Queens versus Ace 4 for 36, so he had to call 18 bigs. Gruffle's got way too many chips in his hand. What's this one over here? 26 people in here. I think we're like 10th place, and 25 are in here. What's the payouts? 23 make the money, so we're right on the cusp here. We just lost some peoples along the way. We should have 3 tables for 24 people. Yeah, we'll get moved around. This is such a good video. It doesn't make sense that he has the 10K, so it's an either-or situation. Either he has a really good hand or he doesn't. 3s, 2s, 5s, all of those sets kind of make sense along the way. Ace 4, 4, 6. But Ace 4, 4, 6 is a very specific range. And so I think you should probably call here. That's my point.
As we talked about earlier, there really aren't that many possibilities or combinations of hands that he can have that are the nuts, simply because he didn't raise me at any point in the hand, and he didn't raise pre-flop, so it's really, really hard for him to have a very strong hand. That said, I think I have a pretty easy call here. All the draws missed. He is a VIP. He can have any 2 cards, something even as wide as, Queen 6 suited and just missed a flush draw. I call without thinking, and he turns over 10s.
Yeah.
For a set. And I lose. So how the hell did he have 10s there? Frankly, even though he won the hand, what you have to do as a poker player, especially if you want to separate yourself from an amateur, what you have to do is separate the results from the merit of your decisions.
Yeah.
Sometimes you will make a decision that you...
That is what I talk about all the time. I say that all the time. Come up with and this is Torelli's saying, right? Come up with a good strategy, a good process, and trust that you've come up with a good process. So how do you do that? Surround yourself with other like-minded people. Sorry, when I say like-minded, I mean surround yourself with poker people. My good friend Teresa, she shared. We went out one night, and I said, and she said, my friend's coming over for wines. We're going out. I'm like, yeah, I'm in for sure. And we ended up talking about this, that, the other thing. And I went out and said, you two are such different people. Why? What's going on here? Why is this? And her comment is, if you surround yourself with the same like-minded people all the time, you never grow. I shouldn't quite come up with that and say that, but that's exactly what happened. This woman is very eclectic and all over and said all sorts of crazy stuff. I'm like, how did that happen? What's going on here? And it's not that her friend was stupid or dumb or flaky or none of those adjectives. Super smart in her own right. But my friend is published. She's an academic scholar. She's written several books, right? She's like academic books. And I'm like, how are you connected to this woman? She says, this is how. I'm like, that is genius. So when I say surround yourself with like-minded people, I mean surround yourself with poker people. And just because they do things that you don't agree with, don't attack what they say. Try to figure out where they're coming from. That will embolden and will expand your understanding of the game. Right? So when Charlie's talking about this guy showed up with pocket tens here, and he gives this clip like halfway through, says he didn't raise on the flop, so he shouldn't have a set here. When he doesn't have this, he shouldn't have that. And at the end, when he shows up with a set and Torelli loses the hand, it's the same sort of thing. Trust that process is going to happen over and over and over again. Right? When you have ace king and the other guy has ace queen, the guy drops his hand in front of you and you have perfect information. The guy has 3 outs. Why would you ever get mad that he hit his 3-outer? He showed his cards. Torelli's just doing the same sort of thing, the same sort of strategy. This funnel thing is genius.
Think is the right decision long term, but you'll still lose. This is going to be a profitable call, hands down, slam dunk, and I'm super confident in saying that, even though I lost the hand.
Yeah.
Part of what you have to understand is that sometimes you could play the hand the right way and still be wrong.
Play the hand the right way and still lose.
If you
and
want
still lose.
more insight into how I make these decisions, how I narrow my opponent's range down step by step, street by street, subscribe to Conscious Poker. I give you a free access to my hand range funnel, which is exactly.
Yeah, that's bang on. Let's get that in here. Where is my... That's me. There we go. So we put the 2 on there. I just added it to my my Twitch, or sorry, my Discord. The 2 hands I talk about. Go hit it. That's what he's talking about. It's genius, right? It's genius. Absolutely. It's money. You can print that. Because people are all in. It's Kings versus Ace-7. And Garrett, that's the same guy that we played earlier on that luck sucked on us. And now he happens to have the goods, right? So what does White Knight have? Garrett is 23rd, so he's going to get some more chips here. White Knight is 20th. Now he's at the bottom and it's switching. I'm currently in 9th place on this tournament. Sorry, it says 9 out of 24. We're waiting for the other table to go. We're on the bubble. What does our hand show here? I placed 3rd out of 761. Yeah, I won a ticket on that one. 6th out of 67. 6 out of 105. Right? Gonna have to try and connect with Who Cares on some of the stuff. Is this a hand good enough to go all in with? 9-8 versus this raise? Probably not. Those beers are going down hard. I probably cannot drink anymore. Holy smokes. We're going to get out of the way of this one for sure. This is telling, though. That is a huge move, right? This guy gets it. I'm not going to shark scope with this guy, but that guy gets it. Watch out for this guy. Right? He went all in, and he merely min raised. That's exactly right. He doesn't need to go all in to isolate here. That's a top shelf move. Watch out for that guy. I'm just making a note there. Yeah, just making a note. That's a top shelf play right there. Boom. We got lots of people all in. Agera is all in. Kate is all in with 0.7. So we got King 8 versus Queen 10. Queen on the flop. Queen's going to take it down. Pocket 7s versus Ace 5. Gruffle has way too many chips. Pocket 7s holds up. So both of the all-ins hold up there. That's delicious. 22. Kings versus 7-3 suited. I'm not sure what Gruffle's doing there, but top set's going to take that down. Turn's a gut shot, I guess, but top set's going to win it. Jacks versus Queen 3. White Knight's probably going to be out here. Yeah. This is a solid play here. We're just going to fold it and get out of the way. No reason to call that. Ace Deuce, this is the same thing. We're probably not going to call this one either. As Torelli was just saying there, right? You want to come up with a winning strategy, and just because the results were not what you expected, doesn't mean that you should change. Right? If the guy drops his cards in front of you, and you can see that you have ace, he has ace queen, and you have ace king, what are you going to do with your ace king there? Are you ever folding? No, of course not, which is the whole point. So don't be upset because the result didn't work out. Know that you've come up with the winning strategy. Who's the best fit for Solyov, apparently? MLA's joint conflict interest rule becomes troubling. Let's see what this is, because that sounds like it's Canadian. Regina. Okay. So that's Saskatchewan. The Saskatchewan Party government has been exceedingly stingy when it comes to details that actually might contradict the NDP narrative that so-and-so's motel has been overcharging social service clientele. Because it's being paid on the public teat, they overcharge it and no one really follows up to find out what the action is. 9-4, Gruffle, what are you doing, buddy? 54 bigs with 9-4 offsuit? Are you, and you're out of the tournament? Oh my god, buddy. Yikes. We do know that the government shelled out $172,000 to the hotel in 2002. That's genius. assuming that they were all, this works out to 2.5 clients every single day at the hotel, presuming they were all being charged around the premium of $200 a night. So a hotel in Regina for $200, you got to be top end hotel to be being charged that, right? No, hotel like Sandman Hotel, I don't know, was it $100 a night, something like that. After the motel found out about the social, they were all being charged around the premium $200 per night, charged to after the hotel found out about. Kings versus Tens, yeah, that's fine. Regina woman left in a hotel after eviction from senior housing. And so she got kicked out and then went to, and then they gave her, and Harper lived at this place, a senior housing complex managed by the housing authority for 4 years. No issues on late bills. Less than a week ago, when was this written? November 2nd. Less than a week ago, she was forced to get out of Dodge. So we're looking at the poker here. Oops. I got moved over to another table. I switched it over and I'm still playing on this table. We'll call one here. One more. And now we're just going to jam this shit because we hit it. Right? He's bet 1 on the flop, 1 on the turn, and now we hit that. It makes sense that we have this shit. Right? That's why we just bet, because it makes sense that he hits that shit. So he has to go run a runner and we don't, but we're pretty sure that he's got his speed at that point. It's fine. It's no big deal. Pocket threes. Yeah, we'll probably jam this in there. I think that's a good jammy. Yeah, good jammy jam. Avoid the 8 out. Well, there it is. Avoid the 6 outs and he hits it. And then we're out. All right, that's going to be it for us. Out in 19th place in this tournament, and we hit for 116. Oops. Not bad for one bullet. I think it's our chart total says we're in for 1550 for the day, and we are out for 1648 with 770 in tickets as well. So we've had it's been a good day. All right, we're heading out. You guys have a great day. Enjoy. I just drank the last of my beverages. We'll see you tomorrow.